PhD ni adia. Mami ko ba dwaton de ndawuru mura me ba on health issues. Me ko parliament na me borum ewo health committee no so na yakwa kudi nkomo ya na ebu akwa South NP ebedi nkomo. Honorable Kingsley Ajiman. Ranking member on the health committee. Many ebedi nkomo na wie na ye in fact and a press conference on moye no de gogo si ye. Me ba sisi ya na ya to nkomo no so.
Otec 1029Fm, the pride of Ashanti.
Mami money ejuma udanya ye fe
mira me da se na esomo ye no na aka o
ano de anyine ho mami aha dan ya boso fefefe nyina eye donima sea complex ahunu se etoda enua ye de boya dan so no eta hunu anase mpo emuta kokko a eba saa na dan ne nyunu enti odi DSL alloying steel trusses enadia ye de go dan so aba eda bia utumi di go so efo ena enwe na aten enti se odi DSL alloying steel trusses yi ego dan so wia na wo de donima NMK premium roofing sheets and chancing aboso aka ho oh na chese adwuma na NMK premium roofing sheets and chancing donima dia bay ye o ma hodo ye wo NMK lawn span alozing and the governance IBR and NMK nails emupia so se woni sika donima e ma otua ne kakran wenum ye latest producer donima dia ba abeka dada ne ho
entimi nko he
kwasafo YF Johnson obenjiare anafre 0244126625 and 0540101555 donima steel complex babia ade power efuo no
Apomodin mapade eno ane hepa plus mixture apomodin mapade eno ane hepa plus mixture
Unia, Pavi, and a Plaxmox mixture no. Malaria dronana. Ani, say an amsa. Wubeje the same wife, you know, you're tested positive. I no bieno. Says a coup malaria one yina. I'm yina negative. Adia, 1 hour, Hepa plus mixture no. And what do you swabba? Cynthia, I was so immune system. I strong the beer. Anti Pavi,
a support to immune system no.
Not Plasmox no so, to malaria no good. Malaria symptoms. At a say, at paye, I fear, one more tour, and 1 numsa. Achakura 4 days. Not Pavi, and the Plasmox mixture. 1 nominal, 2 malaria and asakura. And yes, I be a doctor. For 0542 778572 and 0542 807907. My dear Grenady Pa Pavi Plasmox and Hepa Plus Nina. A pin for about or more manufo and Quada in Fidu Nunca. Our pharmacist and her bar shop.
FDA aje Jodian Cratwayatu.
Order 4. Uchu will see a moja few no more na unumunsia yuna will see a kikimi and a summison. Aya na near maybe she shall symptom or symptom. Fifi was a baby she shall ho. Ayana and can't if you were no more back. Two caso be one or two Trinity Connetia will sim be a boo and na a two ya pesa will see na pesa will see gold, silver, and I'm po pesa the braces a goose as one and I said would the any of fast year I'll pesa ye if you were the mount. By Grace Dental Services and what the mount. It is for one no more bra by Grace Dental Services. By Grace it will kumase bremai. DVL in chain pair or circle area wa BBN Yamienkasa 0244 97 68 05 0244 97 68 05 Yadamasi.
Apomodin mapade eno ane hepa plus mixture
Pavi Plasmox Hepa plus mixture to malaria and asakura.
Sweet darling,
my beautiful baby.
Hepa plus mixture ye busie ya no mama hoden aba. Busumi pini menti ase me do.
Tie Hepa plus mixture enya adwuma ebeye woni paduan mu no. Afie kura na ebeye onwanwa mo. Eduro ye ma general well-being. Ebusua pomodin hu hia me yie esne bibia. Entimi manom pafie ha.
She, we Hepa plus husband.
Ye de wa Hepa plus husband. And ye also we Hepa plus wife. Na abo no. Hepa plus mixer. Ma je dure di pa. Pavi Plasmox. And Hepa plus nyina. Apem for about or more manufo. And kwada we ni fie du mienu nka ho. Our pharmacist na heba shop. Etufo mfre 0542 778 572 and 0549 297-463. Hepa plus mixer. Mapobudra mapa.
FDA aje Jodian Cratwayatu.
If you have 250 Ghana cedis right now, it can do wonders for you. Chairman, Fabeji, it could turn your tears into joy in the Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesiye promo. Madam, Fabeji, it could get you up to 50,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. Business owner, Fabeji. As a student, make transactions with your Access Bank card, and that could get you Spotify and Netflix subscriptions, PS5, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and more. This be out of class senso. Fabeji, you see what 250 Ghana cedis can do for you? And Gasakra. Fabeji. It's the Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesiye promo. Deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis and its multiples in your new or existing account and be on your way to winning a share of the 580,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes and other amazing rewards. The more you deposit, the more your chances of winning. Promo runs from now to September 2025. This promo is in partnership with NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Miss Chania Bisaheba capsules.
Madam Sieni.
Hey, and to what you near pan and what's the said Bisaheba? What is Sasa?
Mandia, wouldn't be. And net dear, for once, my Jewish Adusaheba Messana, who come from Mammy. Oh, my number Tiwadansi. Miampa Caneno, Namis, Namitrina to Cheme, Nami Coco Yadia so teach me. May number Dusaheba Messa, Nina to go, and the Maya free.
And to some way, you tried you would never watching. And yes, it's a young rock as ah, Miss say, a person crying at you, baby. Say, you do say, have a mister and come a woman. What don't I cry, Miss Mabua Pasu? Nan say, Ujina Brand.
A fire Dusaheba capsules, no, says Mijina, who's a me a Bamamua.
A Jenny, a young crap. Ah, at the sunray, or beer to me. I just a painful, a battery I want for down for anyone I want to fit to me. Kumasi, at to phone out of phone call to say about Santa in the clinic. I was swimming macro, go filling station down Wemu, and a swam Pentecost I saw down. I feel and then I will have a shopping from a CPM. 0500 110 115.
Adusa Heba,
Madam
Otec 1029 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
On Otec 102.9, Yakoya Yasayaba. Afenado kasafidia to akwaba sonko ena mede ebemau na makao sa high Otec 102.9 dwabrem dwumadie sunie pepa na yatumi akoyanim na this issue a ekoso ansana mami adwa tando ne na kokoto abeka me ho yeyina yetiase se President John Dramani Mahama say we ni ministers no almost ye fancy we be 99% kura wie na honestly speaking amanfo keka e wo Ghana ha se omontiase ye nienti a dollar ekofom na still bundle boy yedin. Communication is another thing to talk about. On 3 consecutive times and I had SIM card re-registration. President John Dramani Mahama coming kwa nanka next month kra oye reshuffling. A minister like Sam George ya mesi yankano kra juma oye no yehu so. On 3 consecutive times I had SIM card re-registration. And I be catch there and say na MTN and I say registration a onu ye no NCA ene dia kaka wa kire nyina no. You want to tell us say mo communication ministry usi there's no data ewa bra ye nim say NIA for so ayo ma famu de but you tell us say there's no data enti okache Ghana for say oba beye SIM card registration. My brother, my dear brother in the Lord, onim say adwuma no untumi nye na untumi hihye ye bo na untena se because yentiase say from your ministry data boy ye din sa and the data is very costly to talk on phone, very expensive, but ye gina ye gidin so say dollar no aba from cedi no e kosoro Sam George ohwe na se adwuma no jata bi ohwe se jata o han ohwe na adwuma no ntumi ya my brother ja adwuma no to ho because I believe say oh one of the ministers awan hwe ni a John Dramani Mahama Som president Som say oh yeah reshuffling if you don't take care either you go home and you do work to gender ministry either you go home and I say obeko gender ministry ebia honom na o specifications wa kwa ya adwuma gender ministry ho because honestly speaking communication ya de ma wo ne de nyame se yanka no kre oba ya wonya hwe ma Ghana me pese me kasa oti ho kwa onya hwe ma Ghana on three occasions waka kire so be sim card registration oba ye nan me say data board din nse hunu say ya kwa nti wo hwe na wankasa adwuma no wabre na se wo hwe na no qualification nko na mo opposition no o kasa na wo attack esla usu o ba ni ade adwuma no ma wa amwe enko na wo ye wo hwe na adwuma no hu so a it's either you go home and wankasa call for a reshuffle say gender minute na obetumi akwa na kokot na ho ote ajwa ya ni abreo ya mbedi agro me ye bia onkwa oba na receive card registration 3 times ni ya tin consecutively sa o ntumi nya he dollar no so e conform so data board din network yi mu so a enye papa o tama na esla usu na o cassette ya first cabra na me sende o first cabra na me sende o mami ene TV so ko multi TV so a ensehunu kwasi asem ko a you can't even watch television station in Ghana here eden sehunu no oti ho no na we je 500 bra na me ma 2000 we what sort of nonsense is this adwuma no na ntumi nya abra na esla or you were condemning all these things oba ya oba she Ghana bo say oba sim card registration enu so ntumi nya mu kota kra onyanya hwe data boy ya ote ho network yi muso ni nipa kasakra enye clear so na wate but yetua ho tax yetua tax yetua communication tax wo man nim ade say hunu na ekoso communication ministry ono to hwe na adwuma no ntumi nya onya mfanto na e ka me nkwankra na next month kra o man panyi reshuffle ni ntemo peja no fa no kotu baby a office kasa bebere wo betumi aya adwuma no and office ministry also ntumi a onko Jubilee House no onko to communication so
yemfa mo bi foforo
cho
abusian sam ne do so ansa no yemfa emu aseda no ema boafo na ne aka ni nyina de mo boso emfa ema mo Augustine Cable Enterprise some men kan cho se niama bebre no ano de aba se wo kwa kotu akoto na wo pa kakra bia kwakoy odwuma wo fie ni nyina Augustine Cable be sa wo de brashan de layer light no designs ahodo bia wo pie model bia wo benya bi ho orbit fan no garden light no socket no stabilizer switches video doorbells ni nyina Augustine Cable Enterprise sa wo bo benya bi dia ma edum no wo ben Jabaji wari no one lava no ena ehwe anymore ahomane ye 0243 179 942 0243 179 942 Olu's Kitchen Asamen kancho se wo pe baby abenya aduane papa pa dia ehwa na wo se wo de wani echirem plain rice jollof rice na banku ne tilapia ni tulapia ni nyina da ebi ewo ho catfish no papa bi noodles ahodo ni nyina obenya bi ewo ho wo se program bi aba aye wo topno conventions retreats ahodo fa aduane na sam ni nyina beja Olu's Kitchen emema aduane koyie pa wo be ye aduane ne kama sate wanim we delivery so ko baby a nti baby a wo bia organizations ahodo mo lunch no person mo de my breakfast bibia ya be dia mam dodo wudura senwase a wo ban baby a SDA ason no ewo no a on ma homa ne 0244 701 675 0244 701 675 and 0595 999 227 Go TV se Juni e so be de wo pe baby a movies na wo pa eno ano no Chinese eno ano de wo pe bia de wo pe na no na wo benya dia eno ani Go TV o se subscribe na beka ho na Juni eniama be bra wo de ba highlights ni mu nsam no kokko bi e wo ho hwan na pe Mr B movies ahwe wo de ano de bi na wo pa ahwe de wo pe bia Fast and Furious mu nyina wobenya bi ahwe ewo Gold TV June highlights no emu ayede ebi apeso utwatum na onso beka ho na ahwe bi a star 759 asunya boy ya wodem anaye offices bia benwo a bowra ho na ka kire wonum se June no highlight de beko so bia wo Gold TV so no opese wonya bi hwe na wo mo ebetwa batum ensam ne dosho na press conferences ahodo ene health ministry no ye no yemfa eno enhye ase health ministry no ene press conference ne de bebrenu a na wonom ayem aka ho bi ema kwabena minta kando health minister de atu dwa say ye Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association isi ade atokunu o gisi ye pama chosre o se yesra mo mudi mande no 2025 budget no amem ya kase ni mani bia ya de baba be shema peska bia mamu a economy ye mpo ye krakra ni kakrakra enye yi ti said you ne maka sankaja munya ni 26 ma wo mo no monti asiasa na aban no ene mo entna table ni hu biem fa niam enhu akwam road map no na nko hu de obeye aban dada bi na ahihya to wa nene ama budget ni mu na ejom so ahye o mamamu ase ti we de
se de adru de o so mo ni o mutena se me hu se Rashid Pepo de ababa tudwa se omo break kakra ai na omutumi enhwe fair settlement mi famo but unim right in time na awiei na minister no e de betudwa o se aban esre retired nurses and midwives
volunteer and go and work or some volunteer
na volunteer for no
I was asking some minister nti we mo ya mo hwe na retired nurses ya yes ra wo mo say omo nko occupy various positions we mo free mu no abane mo hwe ana volunteer nti guys ka premfa mo
nti awie na metie me follow stories ne kakra and me hu say deputy finance minister here Thomas Nyankwampem also omunya abotre na still gusu a ombe fixe nioma ama bibia nso aye kama na okana be ba ko bia mhu ye no oka say it is important to manage expenditure so then we are willing to negotiate nti ni nyina say the aka an say abotre but the sefata omo de so omoje they have to so omoje for
the meantime no health minister said ma ya adwuma na sia mo retirement no mo betumi volunteer akoye adwuma na ma wo mo a
volunteer
ombeda ma se papa na wasabbo facilities bia sisi ya no mo so mo nya adwuma na ebi mo ye adwuma no ene ubetumi akoho nti mo press conference nim no minta kando bobo sa facilities ahodo ni nyina so wokọ ha na ma akwa ha ebi ye adwuma ebi nye nti no na se watwa fa ho no wakọ so mo betumi ahwe na okanya kwampem story bi wa ha na nya kwampem media to just say condition of service asemi o mo kenyeska wa wo kire say finance ministry no ombe hia 2 billion to pay nurses no condition of service ya eno mo ko strike o hia be 2 billion nti so omka se this year pa budget mu omo da bi enya dwuma ti we de nurses no munya abotre ma wonum na omo ne munkasa na nurses hi hu nsem ya na Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association kire say condition of service no mo kana ade no implementation no wo mo kwa sign ye ni na nke was ASA 25 yo enti no mani abri implementation nye 26 enti say aban ne ka se mo ntwen na ye nhya ase 2026 no wo mo ntia se because we implementation no was say hyase 25 ya ti mo 26 ne de omonte nti ya ne se volunteer ya na krofo bekeka ma krofo akwakoya adwuma nya sa pa de a omo de se de o mate asimu yi eno ane se wo mo esne na what is monkeypox ya de no Ghana
ai se me un se
escalate pa o
omo 34 new cases
ese contact tracing na hodo ko munya nyamie ti just imagine
am panyima no hom ne so normal sensitization anu nya din anya sadia
ya ready enani a ehu pa o nya agro nti si Ghana total 79 cases
am for sure coming out with the view say said the strike we demand am hwe ni ye o na ankoje omusema ma dollar no so enya taban dollar ni nya taban ya
omo so mo ntwen next year because this year pa de
dollar ni nya taban se
ki ni atoto esa na be ha
asemasi
na babe speaker of parliament or the atu edwase enche womo ebetena se ahyehye emra bi aba we no lifestyle audits we no we public personnel we adwuma wa ba mu a we adwuma som o man no a saa lifestyle audit yom de bayi ebe ma kwan makata ahyehye pro adwiri mudie ne kankan so ate sanse ebehwehwe wa bra bom japade bi bra bi a wo bone ahu wo aniama bi atototo no saa audit we wo mo draft we be ye mra ebe checking crofo papa titiru ni wo mo aban mu wo mo ye aban enwuma nti speaker of parliament say enche wo be hwe emasa ade no abaso emoman no yatumi ade atum mana ba ba ye embra na elevi ne eho ensem elevi ko ye sisi abako abade edi nti ine koma isi adi no abadum so levi na minority for ne ka no ababa beto jase commercial drivers kire se abani ni omudi agro bia nansen ye tetetetete fu ne so no wo se one city later bia wo ba beteye nti wo mo ye sanga June 10th ya na se anka ene ya wo be ko strike nanso ene commercial drivers no e dia ba beto dwa ya wo mo kire se strike na ene wo mo ye so be ko no wo me nya nko ne wo mo ka nyina ne se aban no man kire mu bia wamo ehwese asusu ampa yampa abane kire se animanim ya emafu wo bo no enkokọ kosoro saa na abane ka enti wamo hwese abre yakosi September saa abane omo di adanko daadagwe agro bi na fu wani bepejapejade a ene na omo san beba montin bi strike no ye bete we ya de commercial drivers wamo ede atu edwa enu no
abra me kasa fa communication ministry hu sisi
bibia ba
pesa me de ma no kra be kan e me tan
aden
osan da so no osan sere hwe mpese me read kra hwe o de wa kan na we kan
na se anya MTN kwa o all networks 15%.
o de kan my tie for
15% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the networks. Sam George Chiwaboy amani yesi isi o matum by 15 yenya den
I just forget this man yenko ajuma
asam ben kreni asem wa se na nwam nim no papilo to band ati newsroom ha na de yahwe aso obi kra na hye ne phone so a wo wi ya ne nkakra
the most annoying thing is what data na kra na error ni smoothly kra dia ma o kra ankanya problem obeton so a apart from film ade no kra so anya adwuma o download ade e betwa ne ho atwa ne ho network ba ku bia mbese me bondi kra ne ko asem na abufuo pa oh seriously etwa ne ho sa enko ba bia wo wi a wasan betum and the communication minister you are here telling us this thing untumi nya hwe money laundry cost wo man mu untumi nya hwe ni nyaso ye yusu television and radio medium ne ye de ye
na sa nkofo no ka he o madwuma no munya yo sisi akra na aye west isi a o mo frɛ wa
some George is really getting in fact disappointing papa
Sam George
me a very crama communication ministry no onam na me miaze plan for machine so
isi a de say adwuma abusuafo kan photo samfo kanofo wiata na busua de nkrata bia ba na krata na busua wa papa na mu nsam no emo bobobo na pone na poso no ebi busua no kire se kisi ajabe ni omu di agrobi a wo mobo anwuso de di kan no Interpol red alert notice a fugitive a wo de abokenofo wiata no wo mu nim ba bia wo konya tumi ni free ye as a human right in some den shada amfane ho wabra panyini wo yade busua na kire se covid chi yade e bebo papa yi edidi mua na cancer san beka ho na US abrochi memu akanofo wiata koye no 13th June na 30th ne kura enya nui ena womo ebekwa kwa ne cancer surgery na san surgery we nyina wamaka the evidence saba nanso kisi ajabe said da onte oso onte yo onte wasem kra enti abusuafo ne sesa red alert ya kisi ajabe fugitive nsam wode bobobom de hye no womo ene no enyo so ebiem baby a wokɔ ye okosiki sa red alert yi enyenye bia on beso mu hu niama ba mienu miensa bi aso papa no yade mu nsam odi kodi nkomo ana san no okoka ne nsam efa ye ensam bi odi ba court se wo yade cancer na ye no kwakɔ no operation no odi kodi nkomo ana odi evidences ni nyina ba montia na ni nyina ye nsam bi sabia womo ebisa kisi ajaben enti womo de nkrata ba montin so a womo de ato dwa se hwe we commission for control of Interpol womo kyerɛ sɛ mpanyinfo mo ho sankrata no womo petition mo sɛ de kisi ajaben ye wo Ghana ha ne de munyina mo mfa mani ni akyire sansa papa no woni mra so nyamra no de ye adwuma sa tumi na bro ne so enenne wodi ehunehunu mo busuani no womo so nim emra enti oforiata na busuanfo kyerɛ sɛ nyade a wombetena ho emakisi ajaben de wo ye wato aso aye wode fa ha womo so de befa nti akwakwaye law to law emra ena sisi a ekasa busua no womo krata no mu nsam no ewapa na wokyena na BECE examination no ehyasie womo hyase wokyena na womo ede aba na wieye 18th June aka wo bi ama Edwatch ede aba betudwa ya womo ekyere se eya wura hopa o se du BECE seya emofra no wo akura o wo kuromu o ni nyina mo betwra de kuro no a nanso eba no se eniama yemfensua de wo schools ahodo titiriw ene northern regions no ene western north honum na abusianfo anyo computer besia bakura no bisa obi mouse kura no a ohun bi da enso ebai ICT no betro ni nyina pe eju wo che de ato dwase saade no a ekoso ewo man ye de hweamuo no enwo se dru bi si nkwa ne beka ho asem oman no education sector no bebre no awo ho no ma ewo se ye ka ho asem enti womo ebesere se ni manim ya oti western north and afei northern regions ahodo ni nyina no empenfo ma omani enko ho na ICT niama ankwada no ede besua de no yentumi emfa ema wonum se ne baya BC no womo twra na womu nyina akotwra ne penkoba se kromfo wo access to electricity womo computers womu ni wom ni wenso bekwa akura no na manso kura nkwada no womu hu bi de no eye ensemu bi a Edwatch ene omodi aba kai
mate ene kuma me da se why nyame hira papa
se mi nya de wa baba wa brenti ene oba no okogina ho meka
so who is me that's all why
he is resting
okay and then so yasa for birthday
oh yes
scholarship secretariat registrar kwasa for J the birthday nti yaman happy birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday
in
to
fact we a humble beginning na obade nyankopon fa ntwa no man ho de ne di aka nyina alright nti kwaku happy birthday to you.
Enjoy your day
and that day dey be enjoyable there.
Oh why not yan kan chiro
all right okay on Otec 1029 yamunram na mene Dr. Ebenini nkomo Hepa Plus Pavi Plasmos edin nkomo say no na abomode ade woni a kire drugstore bi ben obia no ode woni kire mu na gbowura mu ho a obenya nnuro ni bi ato ayefie some 3 na Hepa Plus Pavi and Plasmos ehunro babia obenya bi na bibia so ayekama
Pavi
and Plasmos that's yes. Right
na se unya bi ntoya asem den se enne eye benada
that's right
edru blanda dia wa nya hwe ya nya ma ho no Hepa Plus Pavi and Plasmos o akwanya se ukogibi no me kan se o kwa akogibi anom if you say sabio 20 cedis sika pa de but o hwe mfaso a Pavi Plasmos ne Hepa Plus e de ma ho no sabi ukra 20 cedis miensa na wo de kogi wapomodin a eye ade papa na wo ye de ma ho no si say de ya gya tum preko pese Hepa Plus Pavi and Plasmos so the case be Ghana drew
wow
enti growing up na Ghana ni bia nim say you were Ghana drew a friend say dudu no si say the Ghana you were drew a friend Hepa Plus
Pavi Plasmos
se unya binom ya ete se de tetini bi enya ne dudu enom ye ete se de na nanom no omunya bibi emfa nkosa se wo na na pa bet na oba bosome mienu bosome miensa onyam eduro nkosa ye de na se ne on honto no sa tetini ma na eboa ye na nanom
okay
eni yato na jeje mu inhranka nyankopon se wa ma yenimde ya to ebo ase aye hepa plus pavi plus mo se woni nsuo ho.
That's right.
Ene ye wo to pae ne wo ho se be ma onipa bia na pomuden ho asem hia no obenya bia no na aboa no. It's testimonies we say dog she say the menstrual pain na me go through no eniema sebe yenuano ma ni bi enonom just to manage omo menstrual pain no you have no idea. Agena ye bi se bi mo so omunim dada e ma ni binim a omo de manage omo fichiko.
That's right.
Sebe enbo omo apomuden so enei nyame adom hepa plus pavi and plasmos no ama yenuano ma ho ato.
Okay.
Lady ba concept dog me de for the first time I me de mani hu say sebe se me menstruate a moja esone no se me nom hepa plus
pavi plasmos no ageno
ne dia na oya ne se ohu se o menstruate a sebe you just ordinansa
enkoye
apo no ohu se walls no stained with blood with tissue. Ase obenya drop ba konkra no ohu bi da
problem. That's how be ho
it is sebe sanitary pad on two bi da. Hepa plus pavi plasmos after years of suffering no unya hepa plus no pay binom ye ene o se doc miami flu.
Wow.
Me hu se sa me nso na me yobi a metumi o se ne yefuna na ye kese nyina no atwe eduro nya me de ache Ghana wa sebe e bi infections bi etete o obema bi tie me sebe emu hyehye no ensuo bi frimu ba oba bi tie me ne ha nyina ne se aya na eyiyi sa akatoa obi ho nkamboni bi de akire ensuo bi na gugu mesrewo ma woni padua ne nya apomuden hepa plus no pa ni e kan ho ase.
That's right.
Me de me personal line chew.
Okay.
Ene bomodin ko pebinom ogru ba bi eton aduro bia.
Okay.
O say hepa plus no pa na me pemedianom because he say Ghana ni bia se so nya binom.
Yeah.
One man one hepa plus.
Oh yes, necessary.
So obi nya binom. Ena me bay sabio nchenyim.
Oh yes. Arokodo.
Ma hye bibia.
Necessary pa.
Ese so obi nya binom.
Hye bedwiregu.
Me personal line aba from here 0542 77 85 72 0542 77 85 72 and 059 13 67 898 059 13 67 898 Owa manone misrawo ensa dansa yem me yemfa duro ibi emrew.
Okay.
0542 807 907 0542 807 907 ma yare ehunehuna.
Okay.
Obi ha nyina ne ti dwa ne kinkinkin wa no painkillers now for some months obi kura yes enko misrawo try hepa plus pavi plasmos we say wo bi ni gina yade ne be free mama obi ha nyina ne say ne dentist a confirm sesa bio wonne o ha bia wo o se ho enso kasa obi atumo sesa bio enkoyi ade na wo hwe so wo bi ni so gina yade ne be free mama obi ha nyina ne so nante kakra bi na kuma abo ne hwinhwinhwinhwim obi de odware obetiti ne ho obi tu ase na etwetwe no ne nase atatai sabe opanyi bi tie me enyansi ya de dro benya ato be me misrewo
na Sofia some 3 ho
ewo ho
Fia some 3
na fa okuba nsuo bi etutu akire ni enwe
ebe boost immune system no
pia gina yi
ama bibia so ai kama dia ma
kama obi nso ha nyina ne se awo ho asem wa ko bebia so okubia mpa nyina wabo misrewo we me ma o challenge bi mama Esther say time nko afina ye dru he
bibia nka akire
bomoden na kope hepa plus pavi plasmos o de ma wo bi ni nkina ye ni enhwe se wo awo na yesi bibia ye okay nso unhunu de nti a awo na emma no wo bi ni gina ye ade ne be free mu aba so many testimonies edro no say ya tra that point say ye twen ayare asianom say ne e ka say yare na ye reference and as a basal number dia and as bibia ye hwe so dia no maduro ne dia ene anka Dr. Kashe ni say no maduro ne bio because say bio tinyo ya oba bia ho no ye but unim de wa duro nim me so dey duro ameno ma no ene me no me de me duro Fox FM side o kubi kama bi o mienu na mde ye ma de edro no ye nom de kube ana kodu to akiri not because say bia sebe bibi na enkoyi yes onoma sexually obema obo say yes edro no ye adwuma but a kotra just having that fun.
Okay.
Eboa akoma, eboa prostate, and I always ask say
me who say opposite cross say boa blood flow.
Yes, eboa. I didn't necessary obema train na afio ko battle prostate how. Wa bra sa breya no betuma ni pedua na kwa na yedwuma yie.
That's right.
Ne wa nkohia sa akwanhia no. Me number is 0542 77 85 72 0542 77 85 72 and 059 13 67 898 059 13 67 898 Owa manonia 0542 807 907 0542 807 907 na mesre se enam yenuane ayedi nti about time sre ayama obanu enya binom.
Okay.
O JHS o SHS osu adwuma tunefo se obeda bia hepa plus nupa no se eni nsuo no obanumo se ne topa ye odi obetumi bia no manenom efese obana enya pomudi a ko ba besi usuo.
Okay.
Enti about time mesre hepa plus abe Ghana dru enti se o num bia ma obanu so enya so mfa so.
That's right.
Say
of course secondary school to be mano faka provisions no
faka ho
odi adokodoko de no so san ho yade
yes.
Na ankwa nkofa emwa wanketinkiti bia onfa nani hu obi gina che obeka say microscopic organisms ti bomodin a na man fear something ni bi
onya binom
toka sha me mano ho
yes.
No mfa nko
na sha na owa
bi ho
ne wa che system no anything about time manenye abusuani na edru.
That's right.
Na wa wutie Otec FM e bia de kan nyina no eyo debate wo ye in doubt say
exactly
edru na adwuma mpampa na say wo yo ba wo de to hepa plus pavi plus
okay.
Na ubetumi awi atadwe a se be go achi last time
intina ya na me kan photo pa ya no e ba ne say no a am handbag na sha moto no o ya no amona de ahyem na de ko adwuma e bia no wanya bre anum ne fie nti wo adwuma obetumi anum wo yi to pa ya no miensa papa ona wo kro no
tadwe go bag mu
ona ototo na ototo
yes
anu yi toto
yes woman ba kon say dog me de na me tumi wi atadwe me wo esen problem nti atadwe milk no
okay
me yesa na mama me kunu so anum bi no se de nyankopon ahwie mo sere bi
eno so e
kama ebo ne kunu so no
eno ni paste na da bi am kan wasam che
wow
paste no
wow na se u de ne masie o
paste no no
unko ni street
o se u blend ya watery but dem enta de kwadun be fra na e paste
so o mani kunu num bi sa kwadun no mu nyina asan di so mo ye natural paste.
That's right.
E wo mu
necessary.
As I said, the osro fence na ye kan ho asem malakai no. Ihwie
enti upeni yi a eya atadwun fence yo blend fa kubensuo no blend.
Hey!
Nsuo ne de blend. Eye kubensuo no ne de blend atadwun.
Wow, and they were BM.
Oh, say bibi ku heavy.
And they were BM.
Oh, dear sorry me ye na me kire.
So do nya free awrade ho no a.
Enti eno ne mfa Ghana water da be nya bi bomodi antokube no. Na fa kube ne blend atadwe no.
Wow. Now
into when imra so the kube blend atadwe. Now open space and now the kwadu no. Odia account.
Wow. Na yankopon ache Ghana jo. Anse de waka no so atwema dwan si fie som 3 so.
Oh yeah.
Anse kube atadwe ne kwadu no so ya 3.
No so ya 3.
Wow. Unim dio. Hey, and e krom ha be ye de. When you pay bibia hu be hu no.
3 times 3 no so ya 9. 9 so puma say ya 9 straight. We 3 no cause.
Wow.
I come up.
Hepa plus. Pavi. Ena plasmos said ye kan ye nyina no yo be ma wonyini a try bi hwe ana so de kwadu pe o ntumi mfa ni nyina no
kwadu ne pe
ne ye nhwe se de ye kan ye te sa na ente sa
wala bo
wo how bi unyare on tiapo o labs no ase usuro we no enya o yare ni nti ne ye kase no mu o nom se ni pedua no be koso enya na hoden
okay
Ghana ni bia ne kondo na pomodin de ye de betumi recommend ye the natural way si ye kan natural healing and holistic medicine dia Hepa plus Pavi and a plasmos. Ne bonya den.
Okay.
And sign. And
baby I do
20 cities. Catch us say, oh, me Pavia senti jiwation meant ase. And now do no cry media some mema we men jintum for the next available shop.
That's right.
Ubenya Hepa Plus Pavi Plasmos. Me numbers in so bet me afre. Near Dinkomo Bia Pesidi.
That's right.
0542 77 85 72 0542 77 85 72 and 059 13 67 898 059 13 67 898 Sir Ebia Wamanone o pese di no ni bibro 0542 807 907 0542 807 907 Kai say eno ne ye Hepa Plus Pavi and a Plasmos ye woni nsuo and ye wona topae
102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti. Otec 102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Otec 102.9 Yakoya ya sign aba. Shane so say ene mabedwa fo amene wonu bedin komo no. Ya be kasa afa aye 1 CD levy no a eda aye fango no ya be din hu enkomo. GRA apostpone aye 1 CD ne gie no. E de call June 16th. Eno enkomo obete ene dia ka nyina enso wombi. But the issue is ya be akohwe dia na NPP4 eye irrespective of na say anyoma na enyo say a transformer na say you say personal say ho na enyo but NPP was trying to they tried to manage say power no kenyina so ejina so at the latter part ejina so enti den pa na ekoso a NDC for ba ya pe kania ne ntumi nyina so say de na ye expect say be jina so no ene ye sanjeje 1 cedi e de akwa kotua ka bia yen Ghana for no anka ye nim ho hwe in fact a shebufuo papa ye be dia no ho nkomo but before no ye be kwa ko diners for so de no so ho nkomo baba me kwa homa no so mimbonra parliament na me ne honorable Kingsley Ajiman NP Ebuakwa South oye member of the health committee in parliament na me ne no eni nkomo awie menya ne ntie se nkomodie akoso ewo eye wonum entem ona bo timi kan me wa ha
so minia
na mpom je sai
emi adum na we
obo ade adum ti yen so ye ho ye papa se parliament nso boko ona bo timi kan that's right on Otec 102.9 Gabriel Jumedie so ne yedin komo yi na e wo se ye be pusu ahoma na yetie die ekoso be ya ntie se ene press conference ekoso within the premises of the Parliament House ni nyina efa ye nurses for strike ya wonum ekono anase wonum ewum sese no in fact omanfo are very very disappointed in what is going on but so far musin konwa no then ekoso
yo me kenchia otiefo nyina because the Kuketwa your parliament, the health committee, and obey the administration for Kasai. The Kasanina, and you're born a coffer. Now you say a catcher, a bind say, the post and I would take it towards San for striking. I had a hard a bind post channel, and yet papa. Said, the situation you won't see serious, no. This is life and death. The government should stop playing politics with the health of the nation. Now, unfair and form a Ministry of Finance. Unfair woman to be nothing and can stand there for me. At the same time, when I stand there for us, I'm changing the post Canada. Yeah, community nothing come. Amount for bread, papa. we better say then you do baby you do. 2024 ana abine labor that's a necessary any more common. Signing what you call the collective bargaining agreement. Signing we and I bind the MPP, I bind cancer on the 1st of July, or best start implementing. The course of say, oh yes, will be implemented, and unless if we need to exchange any assembly court. I'm going to assembly court. It delay to January 2025. Anna court rule here. That is, I find the more I said, the Cabana yes or by court amount of fines on your day. And the Ama, your country government post channel, and your company said. What is it here? So we implemented the necessary we say you say almost petrol or more DNA. There's any man getting to say here almost the man or more. Like I buy every opportunity to call the best budget. One financial budget. I say necessary I say no more car. So almost every 2026 budget. We are sana one fair. That is fair. And a fair crown. Media budget. So government has every opportunity to order the consensus of necessary you there. In TSA, I say, engaging necessary 2026 there. I'm going to sign the post channel. Now, to me, I'm necessary any than Asia. A necessary so no Musia, near Baswaf, a few way dear. Momodianaga, Nanko Moshena, so that they are. I are a shena the costume. Ankaja. It should meet the finance people with mercy. The almost change of posture. In everything come my idea that indeed and very present.
But Utie narrative no right from the finance minister and then the deputy you know. Oshed Utie the Banwa. Nothing shows say ebia or my ready say ebeba mid-year budget review no because the young who said deputy minister no HRS ko omunya break akrana omunyo enya fair negotiation be nanka bibia cause but omunya pinpoint say e was say eba ana say o my ready say ebeko media budget review no eso
that push of government no in January, some who couldn't say so the same one France main budget. So, one France, there's a window now in the media budget. Not also persuade things to the art. Not a sort of Yapomodino and found. But the government is close to the constitutional responsibility to protect life and property. Both of them humanitarian. That's right. The consequence the weekend. So baby, unless for the one, then you will crashing for MPC. Unless for an ABB hospital for. It is the government must change its posture. That posture must be taken. So no question, some project is going to cost $2 billion to implement this. This is for me very reasonable. No Messia was okay. And the UTR arrest from 1st July up to 31st December 2024. Now, see, one you go full implementation in the 2026 budget. So they need to tell you. No, does it infinity. Maybe I would then. It's you. Now, what the solution is that? What's the return necessary? That is some common be
yes, but meaning on that narrative, say retired nurses no o call you almost say volunteer. Meaning information as far as the health committee is concerned. So, from what? Bibi.
Nurses in public sector facilities. Yeah, about 120,000. Are you telling us all retired nurses 120,000? It's in common way moving. And yet, a share before, but the thing now is I'm going to send a post. I know, yeah, it's necessary. And in the supreme interest of the nation, the best say the government is in the position that they are almost meeting government halfway and the midway. Why?
Well, meaning say a banner pomodia, we are one person be a niagro cry. But yan shem remunso, and I said before necessary no ever call a strike and on better to go we know. Yan legally, said you corner no, no.
And one on the essential service for as a woman notice of a year, and man set the government who said within 72 hours SON or responding. The government did not do that. Because of a strike, it was in phases. They started by wearing red months. On my notice after red months, on the suspended some PD services, the fellow man serve my card. They don't go full scale. So even somebody even impatient. I mean, the government puts a message.
Now, say, Osha said the nurses no edi wonum common one. How much agreement no? I was implementing now, not 2026, but internationally. Recognition no Osha ebeboye.
If I don't say
recognition internationally. Osha ebema edi papa na dimbone.
Internationally,
me say OTA said the nurses no strike no air quasi say. Omo kase omo implementation no. I was say within 2025, not 2026. Ebani say na on say na very good, but the amibisa say on say na amanone. Eya nurses no tu kwan kokoye adwuma where we experience brain drain. Ebenya impact be as far as brain drain is concerned.
Yes, it will have an impact. Every you don't motivate the staff, and you don't give them what is due them, what has been negotiated to be due them. And now, post there, it's a matter of brain drain. It's just buying. Don't take the post and understand.
Na se yan komra na still aban gina mu se o twan kozi 2026 what will be the next action from the minority? Hello. Na me bisa se en komra na aban se chinchine atwan implementation or in 2026 what will be the next action from the health committee in parliament?
Unless the phone so we are chunchuna. What it means is if it will be access to health care, which is an SDG goal, no, you send to me because you need labor to deliver health care. And so we need to see a bit through home.
In this instance, Oberfuaso said volunteer services no enkoso.
But I know the acquaintance said it's not so anything because in 2020 there were a lot of healthcare workers. The moment they are no let them self volunteers. Nobody in the Kowana. They're talking about workforce of 120,000. It will volunteer for saying, "Can I have baby and Kumasia?" Don't run a
All right. Okay. Doc, let's keep our fingers crossed. Now I heard you because of reaching echo. Yes, we are that say. Inti abribi yebe pusu wa homa no. Na wa bomade agye so. Why? Yeah, that's so. Nyame kan. All right. On phone was Honorable Kingsley Ajiman, NPA, Boakwa South, ranking member on the Health Committee of Parliament, and artist Yeneno AD and Komono. Oko Education so osan a member ewo honum. And Bakubi at the Ways and Means Committee. So, osan a member ewo ho. That is a Boakwa NP. Honorable Kingsley Ajiman, former registrar, Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, and now to say Yeneno AD and Komono. Shannon so said, Imano Pokumen signed DC. Ashanti Regional Communication Team member, and NPP Kwesi Chei Danso, Ashanti former Ashanti Regional Communication Director, CPP Abdul Salam Issa, Obete Nikanwa Alaji no. Ashanti Regional Secretary for the CPP, Obeti Wonum Enka Ewaha se yedi omaino emu enkomo. It is still about labor unrest. Nurses for strike. Se say escalate ano ayedin. But in the meantime, make us say yeah so no. So annoying there, but yeah be anything. Abain at the increment be abba. Coming from Sam George Akache again, or say new data bundles announced by Sam George effective July 1st. Sam George Peso Akache says a data bundle no mas tum or no atum 10%. Okay, all right. Ono abina atuni diem 10%, but maybe bu emu nsem no e dia brew as time goes on. Airtel Tigo. Tigo Ghana, also 10% increase across all data bundles. Into your case, 400 bundle upgrade from 195 gig to 236 gigabytes. The Airtel Ghana for the Ababe Tuja, I don't know. All right, okay. Now, Telecel Ghana also say 10% increase across all data bundles. It is out of 400 cities bundle we're increasing from 90 cities to 250 90 gigabyte to 250 gigabyte. That is according to Telecel and one Vodano Telecel. Now MTN Ghana so on the end a 15% increase. Inti Airtel Tigo a 10% increase across all bundles. Telecel Ghana a 10% increase across all data bundles. And MTN the ending at 10 to say Airtel and Telecel. MTN the ending a 15% increase across all data bundles. And also the bus restoration of a year 399 Ghana cedis bundle offering 214 gigabytes. Into the house previously na 350 cities mwana motono afeno okaya na 350 cities eno no amount 92.88 gigabyte but say there or the free 350 at the cost 399 say amount 92.88 gig biom say amount 214 gigabyte eno any MTN for there almost so omo ede ababe tudwa eno no enti yeguso na ene yebedi kania no so ho nkomo kania ho nkomo another annoying sector yebedi eno so ho enkomo koyima
Dr. Cash
memo akwaba
yenua doc
na mpom ti sen
o tweda mpada roma
o so ti on o so ti why o na oni band na no de funa to baby na at midnight na wada you must have bibia boko there
o jami adum boko
o be kasa ho me come paper so me dey na me announcement o be ya no
oh data no
so na come mu metie o
data na say positive
positive one
yes
all right
ye be bo yewura Sam George abaso ewo adwumaso a oye obaka ya nchepi na bi mu ze ye data boa ye den enye wo mo kan na o ma no wa na o mo kan no kre na data me say nyina ye tobi adwuma ye unse data na ye de sometimes say monitor
uni bandla beden on
information uni bandla won't menye sometimes o say unam na wo ba be a radio be television be a programmer say all the to Facebook live na wo hwe be to me be also ko YouTube say the be information a wo pen wo betumi anya so Sam George acknowledge say data boy dey and do hwe the now say the now we can no data on the average no me fan say the swakra no so we recharge with data me fan say be a 10 cedis let's say MTN as be obema let's say 2 giga and then the value no has been increased by I think MTN 15%. The fan say be as a 10 gig sorry it be 100 cedis 10 giga 10 gig you get 15% in addition increment. So what it means is that gigabyte na obenya no na ekonanim.
Koima.
So it's a very positive development. Very positive development.
Koima.
Doc, I mean,
are you also considering the monetary valuation?
Dr. Kesh said
maybe sir. No, consider monetary valuation and so on.
Me bro from Mentiasie.
Almost say can you me turn or be a infant say 350?
Yes.
Na a court 399. You say 40 cities na ba count.
350.
350. Now say me turn 399. I say saying 49 cities na ba count.
No. What Sam George Ediaba said.
Me ba hold on.
The value
of botre. Anya dey kind of me tell unti nya botre twen me. Me say first na me turn 350 me boy.
Na to saying 350.
Oh dem me ba me nim baby a wo free ba. Say wo hwe gigabyte na beto so no. Ani nya na wo hwe.
Development aba na ye hwe.
Development be. Me ba. Oh they don't me bubu mama.
Bubu.
Infant said na MTN no auto 350. Now I'm on 92.88 gigabytes. Ochro.
Yes.
Who follow there?
I'm following.
And as I say, I meto say or the 15% increment number. It's meto 399. Now I'm 214.
No.
No. That is what they brought.
No. What?
What? Pardon me.
What?
Maybe let's be sure. Why? Don't worry. I have all the time for you. Don't worry.
Dr. Kesh.
Yeah, Koima. Imatio, Enio. Can I now to 350? 350 Ghana cedis. Now I'm on 92.88 gigabytes.
Yes.
They say the 15% increase across all data bundles. And they say no, or say 350 no, they say over on 399. They say new one or the band 200. I was right, 214 gigabytes.
214.
214. Into acquire if more less divide, if less more divide.
So 350 is equal to 92.88. 93.
And as I say, all the sign Abeka.
And all the 40. Is it 49 cities?
49 cities. Very good. Abeka.
Na 49 cities no the Abeka. Amount 214 giga. My Kumada secondary school mathematics is not all that good. However,
I will manage it like that.
However,
because I like it like that.
However, Dr. Kesh, I think say 214 gig.
Me too.
214
gig.
Yeah,
simple calculation be am.
Oh, you do it. So when I mathematics.
Maybe
from 92, let's say 93 gig. Then 214 gig. Friends, 92. Sorry, 93. Every 214. What that do that 92, 93 in 214 gig.
Oh yeah, you
understand? So I mean, if it is say 100 gig krana, 100 gig krana, you the 114 abekao. Assume it's 100 gig, you the 114 gig and abekao. You understand? So 114 gig, Now what take 40? So there 49 cities now.
So hold on, Meba.
Yes.
So now we have an excess of 121.12 gigabytes. Abekao. So MTN commonsensically, former
and logically,
former 350 cities.
Yes.
A year, about 399.
Yes.
Otifima obenya 49 cities. Na 350 na 92.88. Okoti free 214 ni mo. Ubenya 121.12 gigabyte. 121.12 gigabyte.
121.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
So telling you 49 CDs is equal to 121.12 gigabyte.
And that is very positive.
Positive.
Dr. Kesh, the bottom line is the bottom line is Doc. The bottom line is one. In all of these, I'm not saying the data, cost of data as we sit today, it is the best.
Where Ghana for issue said dollar no conform.
Yes.
Dollar conform. but as nyoma san kosoro. So do we see say a cost disguisedly and I say then
Dr. Kai,
to prepare, you see, this is one problem I have when political parties are in government. Poor communication attitude. No, you can't run away from that fact.
Dr. Kesh.
Poor communication attitude. It is some judge. MTN for no etna say omode increment in betu anim no ana also the buy. Wa oni Ghana for an income. One church and your mumu will become brofo in totally and for Ghana for. There was no in total explanation to Ghanaians, but you publish this thing and you make your people bring out this story.
Dr. Kesh.
Meanwhile, me boni in our precon. Meanwhile, on 3 consecutive times, what catches over SIM card registration because NIA whatever a records the registration na slow no there's no data ke Ghana for say yoyate piebra na fabra ne hwese de obeso ye no besi ne onkasa minim say oye won adwuma ade ba ko esan ya me ya cry money laundry ekoso TV so slow time you were condemning it, but you can't even watch multi TV. You can't watch multi TV. Money laundry for 5 5 one friend can say for 200 bra never get 2000 it is going on perfectly. Dr. And Cash, you are watching some Cash, George.
Dr. Cash, yes, you mentioned communication, but you know in PR, in public relations, so when you have the right information, you don't go out there to communicate. This issue about money laundering, whatever. Yes, I'm not connected to the communications ministry. I'm not privy to information they have under their sleeves. However, Sam George as no. We are order. Now coming back to the data issue. I mean, whether the increment now ban a marginal and I say satisfactory and I say it's no. I believe say there's something positive by way of say the value of data na yenyano e cost kakra. But that notwithstanding, no, to some extent I agree with you. We had cost of data.
We are the last one amount.
Cost of data. Ghana ha. Now MTN, MTN is not only in Ghana. They are also in Nigeria.
We are aware.
They are also in Nigeria.
Across board.
Now, if you look at the cost of data in Nigeria in monetary terms, now to compare Ghana, relatively no, I will agree with everybody. Say, cost of data in Nigeria, no, so far as MTN is concerned, no, over and above cost of data in Ghana. So, yes, Ghana need baby, and as I Dr. Cash, I will agree with you on that score. Say, there is still more to be done. As I say, you're making sure say you need the telecommunication companies because yes, say the dollar number for my can. It must have a positive effect on some of these things. Now, say ekobase be a more the equipment be, more the tools be, even if it is labor, and be a more the free amanone ba so mu me more Ghana ha ema MTN. At the end of the day, no, say ni sigana betri ankra and say $1 and at betri na. I mean, you need Sidika Craby na de watching Jaco dollar. So what it means that you see the na appreciate it and as a dollar na eba form no. A idea and also it should have a positive effect on some of these pricing regimes of as telecommunication your friends a network or more data and as a airtime may use no nyina akons. Nti Dr. Cash media I will say all said and done no there is something positive
on the way on.
A friend is a communication minister and and I believe there's still more. There's still more as well.
Within the more, yes. I also emuba kunye. Dear she say a buffno cry. What to data no so ade no so and now we cry to me get hello cause the moon clear. It has been a problem since. Sam George begin to address issue. Maza, share development ye penimrika tuomu. Ye ni abreo.
Doc, I agree with you, eh?
And I say ebinto.
Oh, I mean, see, what bundle data? What bundle data? What call internet? I bet so you was not adding wine hosa. All of these are.
Meanwhile, time that's on say or say so edru so ebesa.
Yes, they do a 3 day, you know.
3
days no so as when you see data. So I think that you are raising a very important issue, consumer protection. You see, and Ghana, however, it appears that there are some state institutions that were standard board. A man for petrol, who filling station, petrol or motor. Ebi wo hɔ atum sɛ wɔn ma adulterate wɔn de ɛyɛ from match sɛ petrol ne nya papa ɛsɛ man for engines. But your standard board organ how wɔn yɛ adwuma. The other time na me ne obi a ɔtɔn fuel edi nkomo. Ɛna wɔka sɛ there are other companies a wɔn tɔn fuel a wɔn fuel no tumi kɔ tobi na wɔn gye asɛe. But every now and then standard board ɛyɛ adwuma consumer protection. Right. Now okɔ abrokyire and as other developed nations now.
Where there now it was just
other developed nations now. Yehu. Doc, there may no see this Sam George issue. You see, I think that we have to trigger the necessary your friends of legislation authorities share these telecommunication companies as one the best of services.
Very good. Internet make catch
as the best of services.
Part of me who pays tax. Go and tell Sam George say more disappointed taxpayers' money, Go and tell him
Dr. Cash. Dr. Cash, and me
Matewas.
And I say,
no.
That is not about.
Tell Sam George, you shouldn't disappoint the taxpayers.
Debbie, no, don't say me kasama buying.
Oh, no.
The interest.
You speak for Ghanaians.
The interest of the Ghanaian who gave us this overwhelming, power. See, in Ghana for us, and no, what's a measure. And then this ni. Name you are NDC for there. Young way to about my NDC we knew. But there are some disgruntled elements within MPP. Young Crophobia Omni Party be a fan. Almost say support Cassiano on their man. As ye dim ye be beer, a best so Ghana for you and Ba ma bahano communication mayor. As some me yen in such a way, say, as I me please NDC for and me focus. They are not my audience. My audience are the ordinary Ghanaian. My audience are obia no any that's no any hope. Say NDC bet my budget on mine I ni no. And ya positive science no. And no near say ye bet me boom mine telecommunication all a very broader spectrum, all spheres of our national life. And that is what we seek to do. And that is what we are going to do. Yeah, that's some more than buy to me, no.
Koima. Me da say. Alaji.
Yes, sir.
And pom design. Say bi aboko de. Me Sam George ama me dwa wi pa enye easy. Ama me dwa. Oya disappointed taxpayers money no. I expect him to speed up his work. But yen share fuel levy 1 cedi no. Say narrative a Dutch say ECG voix achassie acheda enudum kani and said the bear 1 cedi no ebe content media ma won. But do you know what they say narrative no so akwa say it looks as if yen and a year to say yes suffer for negligence.
Cash me da se ma mincha na mincha what if na cash me ni say it is as you are seeing say yeah, Mumuna, yes, suffer for ECG negligence. The reality is that, yes, yet deputy, twofold. One, yes, a result of technical, financial, whatever challenges we have. I agree. That loss is a cause because you need to say from production to supply, there's a loss. In between that, there's a loss.
I think only
from supply to distribution. So there's a loss.
Okay.
But apart from that, also, no, so we are not paying a real price for a friend electricity. We are monitor every year. these IPPs in them power producers they propose to PRC and the PRC approve them. They are the producers. I can't tell you say cost of production. So cost of production, and then our assessment. No more we say look, the cost of production we need this to be able to produce. PRC they be the PRC are buying. Ye too musana. If your government become infamous, we will lose elections. I'm not to about my and for that matter, no. Yeah, so we used to move to say. So PRC the bus yen 10 cities, for example. Now buying 5 cities. 5 cities now can people because still we need 10 cities to produce. So what it happens, the government is going to absorb that 5 cities. Which at the end of the day, government and meaning. Yes, you know, say most of the challenges are more at the first distribution end. I'm for revenue collection losses. You know, young Ghanaians, any workers in the collaborative side happy. Who consume power? When you say power consume, you can't pay for it. You are consuming it because when you say electricity, you buy no man a bribe about paper. I told you that time. Say there are people in the computer room. I'm going to say, "Oh, they can't buy no man a bribe now paper." Or people are light, I use you. So you sue, maybe a day, 400 watts a day. Out of 400 watts, the bare 100 pen of any meter. 309 FNJ. Who are we cheating? What else is you know? And I do as soon. Because upon a producer of the city. And they say, who we are? Who find saying you? The Bacon producer or Genesika. As will be a heady tomato some
that a one me free bear make catch you say. Adentina are buying with ABR other ways and means. Yen shena is say you illegal connections in the system. I know ede sa lost ya okay eba. And also count ede caneba because escalate cost no any debt no my. Then we look at a year commercialization of spouses of security agencies and also meanwhile this commercialization sikabia nkomo obi antuawe. And then at the end of the day, the free usages of a year your leadership based on their conditions of service. Nobody's
using anything free in this country.
Maybe, sir.
The rules are that they are exempt from paying. Government will pay. For example, rules of for say the executives, education ministry, interior, health ministry are amuntiano. And then just say that one government is going to pay. They are kind of a ministry number 2 a part of their budget. For example, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Said the budget amount more. I look at 1 billion amount this year. You be a 2 bill. Instead some because of metro buying 2 amount. This time around we accept them to pay. But they make and say, ocean losses now. Those technical losses in the year. Yeah, sending technical losses. But who buy a friend say this say revenue losses now, yeah can be. Yeye na dimu tintima yeye na mo na ye edan me ka tell me just say oko nu set see meter bi di assemblyman meter gu ho a we nu wina nim say what they do with assemblyman meter mostly is that assemblyman ko meter ne ba and this system no mu ya tapa mo kake and I consume power no and this system no mu like this na ni do beba na beba is kakra bi asha oba na kakra bi asha nsa then you move on. So that is the problem I want. But you see, in solving this problem, I will say extra cautious. Yeah, who this problem you know. That's why I did energy sector levy by act, ESLA. It was there to offset some of these debts. But they negotiate. As in 2020, this government, previous government can say, oh, yes, in 2020, and in 2025 they cut 33.7 billion dollars. Are we saying say between 2020 and 2024?
3.1.
2020, no, check March there. Between 2020 to 2025 in the are over 3 billion nana. Oh, at the time I buy the catcher in 2020, no. Now the reality is that yes, still we are owing because mind you, 2020 was election year. So cash the me can say, if you are going to offset these debts, you're realistic. Say I bet you got a 411 cities. Na ya besa wie na dey go she baby dia na ya koya na say bye.
But as we speak now, Omanfo bebre ni gidie say betumi age 11 cedi my problem ya solve. Still the narrative, the same narrative.
The government target is 5.7 billion. every year.
5.7.
Yeah, 5.7.
Other write-ups in 5.6.
Okay. What if I say 5.6?
What the fancy say 5 billion.
5 billion. That means in a year, no, we are lucky to get 60 billion. 60 billion.
5 billion monthly.
No. So in 2 years, you know, we are talking about maybe say 11 billion Ghana cedis.
Roughly,
which is roughly about $1 billion. We are talking about $3 billion debt. This policy, I say, better sitting for 2 years. This year and the end of 2026. So by 2026, we still own. But the point is that your years, you a huge burden. I think, say, my Miji Dennis say, I buy anyway to be part of documentation, sir. I buy the in investors. Because the catcher say, investor be no fat and the ECG I don't way with this liability. And okay, may the policy be about the best pay this liability to over far and you're bad in view. So if it will take us 3-4 years, Krana, who are investor about the problem there, government has set up a policy and a framework where Jesus can amend. But cash, maybe a problem while acquire for just can. What is it that your name say patrol? So I affect every corner and the tax cut. And they maybe are if I say the taxer, you want to channel on patrol because in elastic product, the paper. But the cascade effect is say when everything affects patrol, it affects lorry fares. It affects lorry fare, it affects commodities. It affects commodity, it affects your packet. What do you mean? So why do we channel all taxes on petroleum? Your one tax money direct tax.
But you share reality no so ha. Baby I mean tiasi and say during the previous government na e kan wo ho. E do baby kwa na eni ko ye nyan. But they managed to keep the light on. I didn't know about way by no within the early stage I deny basaza.
I should move from.
Oh, that be necessary.
Yeah, I agree with you, but the point is that even that time the government was trying to pay. The government was trying to pay. This government is trying to pay. The bottom line is government will look at its policy of let's get this thing paid off. They clear the liability and move on. Other government was managing it. You bet you a crack running uncle. It boils down to one thing. We want a stable light. But I make and say, why do we tax on the petroleum to pay energy sector? I don't think you didn't create a direct taxer and affected the poor person. Because we catch on last week, say, and Kabai maintaining e-levy and maintaining what do you call it? Betting taxer. Okay, in a number 5 billion and Kabai actually that's can say or be this debtor and Ghanaian for Obia and Philip directly. But we know affect Obia cash, even the every few crab about says can affect because of a foot. And now the government is saying, say, oh, I don't know. One shall tax at export price. They are anticipating reduction in your friends say further reduction in petroleum price. And they say bar and the anti petroleum sub you. No more we absorb that scan at the question name. Cash, this is another coconut story. Because they are combine the cash and yet true say we can sustain the reduction of petroleum. And this is a cost of abandon. And what is the guarantee say? Scanner petrol petition I do 1 cedi per liter. And the government has suspended the circle system June or so. Shifting poles because Amunim said because a GP said the movement of Musha said Jesus K.
The Omsome increase first.
Because government has shown what we call bad feet, and I stand with them. Because I bind him say deputy or policy say or person you deputy free so. I need them use a car war by 15%. No, as I finish tax for Frama Toboso. I think the government should have been fair to say, okay, Mudu by 10%. 5% because we percent the 1 cedi. Ever 2 centi. In the bar, now with balance it. Can they be Ancasabi? But I'm a do so. I'm about to buy a dear maybe for 4 cedi, 350 pesos. Who we are so, maybe 1 cedi about 2. Mind you, every gallon is 4 cedis 50 pesos.
Yes.
Also, every gallon.
Every liter and every gallon.
Every gallon is 4 cedis 50 pesos.
Gallon 4 cedis 50 pesos.
Say a liter be 1 cedi.
How much say on the policy no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every gallon be 4 cedis 50 pesos.
Yeah.
Often in percentage wise, it's about getting to 8 because also I get percentage about 7.69, which we an average. Oh yeah, no. Oh run for you because
the sum of us are 20 liters no.
Open 90 cities. If the policy goes well, that means 20 liters.
So I pay 20 cities.
20 cities extra.
I've paid 20 cities.
Yes, extra. So what we are saying is, I didn't have an jai cry, and betting that say, okay, you live about the scan and walk to your debt. No, be free. But I say, no, I say, why are you to shame? And in the long run, it's going to affect us. So the goodwill of MPs are by enjoying. Mom say no. So okay, yeah. Maybe catch your one say. Government is bringing all these costs.
All right.
Sanitary pad, free first year tertiary, one day, coders DN, sa coders job no, and at the same day, you want to buy and 5 billion. Meanwhile, all you tax like a friend saying e-levy and betting tax. Because now it means that we are losing about 10 billion. When we ask the government, say, na 10 billion free money, I bet in addition. I bet you, oh, withholding tax, I'm going to do from 6% to 3% before. And I'm coming by 3.8 billion. Oh, almost I say, oh, so I'm going to cry, almost seal the leakages of corruption now. They can raise more money and to move for tax for Biama. What happened? They been as a I'm going to be aba. They been as a because they told us, say, this year, no, so I'm going to be leaking all the leakages now. Sika FM free buy in terms of corruption and other things, you know, they will make sure say they will get enough money to feed us. They will have enough money to implement their policies. Now, I'm going to 5 months down the lane, I'm going to for tax for rubber. This will tell you, say, you can't play with figures when it comes to money issues. You can't play with them.
All right, okay.
So they make a chairman say, on your bold, or they are too so, they are too so. I just say system ne uncle. But Sako Kwana store I just say, oh,
come again. Was it on your board now? Or on your other adjustment?
So once you number my own adjustment, they move on. They won't say
adjustment on
petroleum. No one say a little year 13 cities, 14 cities, or once that to so. That's all catch say train the patrol board by form now absorbing the another concept. Because I guarantee say patrol for the remaining on the
say young man say if petrol near 11 13. Oh, I was the actual price.
12.50 something, yes.
I had 12 point, maybe a 12.77. But the narrative, the mind, they say we didn't say 12.77. One seed in what 12.
No. You say X pump price. Say the catcher, it's not inside. The American said they are anticipating say in future, and let me tell you one of the patrol no ever follow further, and when it falls further. They will install a mobile so at the
Mateo was but Mr. Challenge is a young mitigate a year near beer a dick canabrea. Alaji, we will take this one CD and then the ECG problem will still be there.
That's why I'm saying, sir, the government should be bold. The away there and who may be asking me free back. Because in one breath, you see, it's part of the I don't know. In another breath, your chairman's dollar follow. Government they are too so. He should be bold and say so they are too so. And to yen pia, no say, oh, you pia. No say yes, you piano. You say make sure say abandon this kind of go sa kind of kind of free. But sir, your chairman dollar follow. Yeah, we don't have control over the the price of fuel. We don't have any competitive advantage on petroleum. And take me determine the price of petroleum. So the American say, Sabina to say jetum. Never say masum. Well, let's go on.
But area can you not saying?
Oh, normal dancing ya.
Doom so na.
Copper told me I stabilize the crab. Tell you, I say it's good, but no chile to make offer about 6.
Yeah, the Enra was bad.
Okay, but no chile the same day.
Enra was very bad. Enra chi na ye kakra.
They didn't do the
the Enra was.
I didn't do my Enra chi na so I do the Enra until
it was very. I
want to believe say a fault. Yeah, that is what I want to believe say a fault. Once you do so when it happens, and then this some maybe they see me area or no. And you must do so in about 2 hours for about 6 times.
All right.
Trying to bring the power back now call by 6 times within 2 hours. I want to believe say that one was fault. But I don't think the fact say them so about. But my point is that they say no there. I want to believe say a fault.
A fault. But that's say Alaji. Abagazi.
Alaji want to believe. I think this war in Prince. That's in Prince. I don't know. Ya dia so ani a o se effort enya ya di da wo bone ko fo na ni abrese o mu be ha ya june guys ma men chao ya je so me chete for na me cha awefo nyinaa His Excellency former president another kwekufo ma mencha na mencha Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mencha party mpanyimfo nyinaa na mencha Ghana fo nyinaa na me observe protocol singing out for want of time secretary Michao ade no say azana NDC ni betra haye when it comes to data no the work nyinaa no kure ba kokure anim rather no eba be miaye ye nyinaa ye nim Sam George oni bibi papa bi a wo ka che Ghana po eno a metie na ye bi a no ka so no one educated people ena o mu kasa otie nti ma lady ba ko e ba bonte a na wo fire no kase pa eno anajo na ya de a ese wa ye najo ne se ono no de chicken kwa no be ma se de wo se na bra ba se no abeka ne ogusu a wo de ema na me gidi se ye nyina no ye fe ni hwe na tama wo cha se se wo ridi ayi no se wo ye ma show o kan ya de no ye ma show na ye ma show wo data no the so se also pe blood pressure do be starting no na de ba ne soso eni so kofo na za na mu ye no afi na de no ye de e ba be piepia bonten ama obi hu se de wo ma brabo etie anko ni nyame anim kan ya asem ne de me gidi se de bia me ba me ka na mesi aka we soso ade aye hia ne se ebenya ye kan ya yempe explanation bia bio ana wo hia explanation
de kan ya na ne persons as a rational human being and a rational Ghanaian as me pay tax in kwade
eti no so me ba be ka cheye na wani ne ko ye wi na ye ko pe dabi ye hia ye kan ya no onfa kan ya no maye the issue of excuse our medical energy sector debt ne so open energy sector data aya NDC for na de kase pa ne ka ho anamwa percentage so NDC na de ka ho what does it APB buy 2017 obefa akonya me say wo ekuta o me ba je ekuta sisi a energy sector debt 2.5 billion president Kufo every so no na ye 957 million. What I say? NDC before kunya no mu free so na ye 2.5 billion. What did the make say? MPP buy and do 3, I think 3.1 as a 3 point something. And to chemwa, not just say NDC and now 4% kakakapa the abeto yeso energy sector debt. It will about 2.5 billion eja. About one say one so. It is a wo what confess we abeto so. Let's say no waba no wabeto kano na wutwa na ofe wo yi bed ni nyina de abase na MPP project MPP fo nya oka bia MPP fo nya oka bia akobia okowi akoko okro bi so a o tumi ka ko nwura mu a obi firi ko mu bo na obi sa se na sembe na ekosi okro si de uja na na abrobo boni na aboye no ehwo mfaso no enene EPP yeso no enti no 2.5 billion no eda ho twen bra na bra betua ya yebi energy sector debt no so ekoso anya de ye one off payment me diri se wo so obi ati asesa ekoso wutua bi no na bi ba wutua bi no na bi ba sa na agro ne tie enti obi adwe ka tie ne se ya de bi eda ho nya ka tie se wutua ka wi anu ati won se free ho a me diri se enya the right na mo ede wo mu ka tie enti me de meka na me de asesu dua ne se wo mu momode na wo mu fa ye kania no emaya anope ya experience bebre edwuma ye nyina ya breaki kakra ya ne aso ne dum ne ya ne aso ne dum no asafo ekoso wo afes wo ko other places a omu nyina nso so face the same problem enkofo ne ma ese no enya asem ketwa enti NDC no de esa ade no ye de hyew ye de aka wo mu ho sabri bia na wo mu be ba no wo mu ne dum so no ese wo mu ye partners in crime wo mu babom so mu ba be destroy wo badwuma wo mu ya no enti wo mu babom se ye ba be se ya de no ne akọ eno na megidi se ne no wo mu guso wo mu ye ede echeye no enti no Ghana for mo wani na ho na nya de wo mu ye prepared nso se wo mu be solve problem no because papa na wote wona wo no wo hwe energy ne so no wo ntwa tew ana president na kasa nso so no nya de wo ka bibi ede a kire wo mu ana nya de wo no so wo ho plan bia wo de ba madam for lawyer ni bi na kai wo se obi a woni bibi no woni bibi a wo de ma o ntimi ma bibi a what did the make na say enti wo ba mremu a ya ka bibi ya say namo that could non abet he who has not cannot give what he has not enti no oni bi ana odi bia ye den akwa plan ni ho MPP eja kania ni si so kania megiri se ɛkɔ off for the 8 weeks ayɛ sɛ yɛyɛ dum siesie ne adeade ɛno kora ho problem nkɔfoɔ yi bɛkae na momfa timetable na ne adeade enti ɛna deɛ ɛkɔ so yi no ɛno deɛ ɔmo si timetable biara ne hɔ wate aseɛ momfa dum so timetable no mmra obi a mo si dum so ni hɔ deɛ ɔgyinapo agyina parliament sɛ dum so biara ni hɔ na dum so ni hɔ a afei deɛ wobɛgyegye dum so sika yɛ dɛn wobɛgyegye sɛ sika no na ade akɔ akɔyɛ dɛn enti no antrɔ na wɔ mu de twɛ ɛna adeɛ baako a ɛyɛ mmoawa ne sɛ sɛdeɛ wɔmbɛka kyerɛ sɛ wɔmu gyegye saa 11 cedi ne ade akɔyɛ dum so no anyɛ saa na yika kyerɛ wɔ sɛ wɔde kɔ akɔtɔ fu a wate aseɛ wɔde kɔ akɔtɔ fu a ɛna papa nso sɛ wɔmu de kɔ akɔyɛ dum so sika yi nso a yɛtua no yɛtua bi pɛn yɛtua wotua a kanea no deɛ ɛbɛyɛ a na ɛbɛyɛ ɔmu ni plan bi a wɔmu tumi de ahwɛ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛhyehyɛ ama bra no yɛn nsa tumi aka kanea enti na saa na ɛbɛkɔ ɛna wɔmu ba no nso so wɔni policy bi a wɔde ba te sɛ deɛ excellency Dr. Bawumiade ne deɛ n'akyi hɔ no wohwɛ doctor project a wɔde baeɛ a wɔse yɛmmɔ mmɔden sɛ constituencies ne nyinaa no yɛbɛnya solar farms hɔ yɛbɛde big time solar farms sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a constituencies no yɛbɛtumi ayi dodoɔ no afiri grade no so na ka solar plant no atumi aboa te sɛ deɛ ayɛ bi wɔ Nadoli Kalio kama yɛabɛyɛ bi wɔ ɛfrɛ no sɛn Bui Dam ne so any other places a yɛyɛ no ɛka every place woba me kurom kɔ agoma a solar farm bɛm ne bɔ hɔ na at least saa power no atumi supply kuro no na dependency on the national grid no na atumi aba fam NDC foɔ ni plan bia wɔn de baayɛ when it comes to energy aza na wɔn abɛhunahuna yɛ etu wɔn hunahuna Ghana ne nyinaa aka 2 days aka 5 hours na afei wodi àwọn pepere na wodi sika na ma wɔn mu wodi ma wɔn mu ana wɔn asi akyire ne akɔ tete ntwobo ne yɛ di plan na wɔn mu yɛ ano no eti na jɔnjina pɔ bɛ tumi bɛ kakyɛ sɛ aka 2 and 6 days asɛsɛ saa na ɔka no ɔsi 2 and 6 days asɛsɛ basaa na wabɛka kyɛ yɛ eti na ɔmo gyiri sɛ Ghana fo mo mu yɛ ne na hɔ sɛ nkɔfoɔ na dada no mu da yɛ energy sector levy ɛwɔ mu dada budget a mo de ba yɛ mo asan de 95% bi kura ahyɛ mu ɛdada ɛwɔ hɔ ansa na mo san de 1 cedi wei ɛba abɛka ho eti no Ghana foɔ na mo gyiri sɛ wɔn mu ahyɛ da ɛna wɔn mu pɛ sɛ wɔn mu dada yɛ hwɛ sɛ Ghana foɔ akɔ si yɛ pɛ minimum wage increase no wɔn mu ba yɛ na wɔhyɛ ataadeɛ ɛna akɔ tententen hɔ na wɔkyinkyin wɔn ani akyi ɛna ɛho si yɛ o ɛna yɛyɛ ɛna adeɛ a na president Nana Addo ama wɔn 25% no wobɛka yaa ma Ghana foɔ gye to mu sɛ wobɛma wɔn 10% wickedness 10% for the worker wɔn ma 10% wie yɛ a na ɔde 14.75% abɛgye kanea na kyerɛ sɛ wɔn 10 no wɔagye afiri mu koraa ama n'anya extra 4.75 ansa na wasan de nsuo another 4.02 aba abɛka ho na kyerɛ sɛ wotwe mu a na ɛyɛ 8.77 ɛna wɔde aka ho de ama Ghanafoɔ wabra 10% pɛ na de ama mu no wasan agye afiri wɔn nsam eti na abrabɔ bɛn na wɔbɛbɔ yɛ anaasɛ mmoa bɛn ɛna ade ba sɛ wɔde ba abɛboa Ghanaians no eti ɛyɛ adeɛ a wɔn no yɛ nkɔfoɔ bi a wotumi ho sɛ wɔn ayɛ wɔn ho artificial arm robbers bi na wɔn ti kurom a wɔhwɛ kwan wɔn fa so a wɔn de saa 1 cedi ne bɛhyɛ mu a wotumi busa wɔn question sɛ saa 1 cedi na wɔn de bɛhyɛ mu ne firi fa ɛna wɔn de ba ayɛ bɛyɛ ɛyi Dr. Cash nokura ne nyame anim obiara ka kyerɛ sɛ yɛ 1 gallon no na yɛ 1 cedi aka kyɛn sɛ ɔboa wɔsɛ ɔboa yɛka sɛ liter no bi atoa sɛdeɛ meka yi bi atoa anaasɛ insu bottle kɛseɛ no baako ɛna yɛ 1 liter
kɛseɛ ne yɛ
1.5 but ɔmo wɔ 1 liter wansa na ɔbɛ 1.5 ne yɛ kɛseɛ paa but they have a liter
ɛde ɛno yɛ 750 ml
ɛna yɛwɔ liter
3 ɔmo wɔ baby ɛwɔ hɔ biedi wɔ akyi ɛyi ɛna wei ɛyɛ 500 ɛna medium one yɛ 750 ml ɛna kɛse paa ne yɛ 1.5
but wowɔ okay 50 ml plus wei wɔtaa 50 deɛ woka yɛ no 50
750 ml no
plus ketewa baako
ɛne wei fa
ɛka ho a ɛna yɛ 1 liter
that's right
1 liter o nti wotɔ adeɛ 1 liter biara ne yɛgye 1 cedi petrol nso gallon biara no ɛyɛ 4.5 liters ɛna bɛma 1 gallon na kyerɛ sɛ wotɔ 1 gallon biara no a ɛyɛ sɛn ɛyɛ 4 cedis 50 pesos ɛna yɛde ama hɔ nti yɛnkɔ fam kakra bi ne yɛnhwɛ adeɛ bi wɔ ha sei mede ayi bi kora sɛnde wo sɛ wobɛtumi de ato so ama kwa wotɔ 4 liters a 4 liters no na nka yɛ 49 cedis 84 pesos what the D levy no eka ho a obenya 4 cedis 4 cedis no not just a petrol na auto 4 liters no wo ba betua 53 cedis 84 pesos 4 cedis abeka ho and instead of 49 cedis 84 pesos no wo ba betua 53 cedis 84 pesos auto 10 liters not just a 124 cedis 60 pesos the account ho no 10 cedis and wo betua 134 cedis 60 pesos after obra from na ba say auto 20 liters auto 20 liters 249 cedis 20 pesos the account ho no aye D11 no aye 20 cedis intebekwa kosi 269 cedis 20 pesos after wo dey bra 25 liters normal engine 25 liters 25 liters no ne bo no aye 311 cedis 50 pesos aye 25 liters the account ho no aye 25 cedis aye D11 no etino na say 25 liters no wo ba beto no 336 cedis 50 pesos 336 cedis 60 pesos na say
asa auto fan wa katwa ba ku bia utua 1 cedi
1 cedi akotwa ba ku 1 cedi na nya utrimu na din pa so we wicked person a wo betimi akofa 8% e de aba beto product na so e de amaye ade na 1 cedi 11 no kura no na wo kem 1 cedi 11 na wo kem eti no megiri za moma ye ni na ho ne wo se nkopo efrakadam no mu de ye ade we say no so hu se o mu de 95 pesos bi adikan about inside the budget and almost had 1 cedi number. It invest in effect no 2 cedis 95 1 cedi 95 pesos and then 1 cedi and then 1 cedi 1 cedi 95 pesos and all the per liter and a wutua enti no ababo be no mu ne na mu and ade ne ba ye ne nso so because amanfo nso so ani anko ne ade no ne nim se oh 95 pesos yenka enya hwe mu me ntua ne yenko ekosisi ye fra chire ho a omu kofa asade we sei e de ba ye e be kan ye ho enti no ye nyina no ye hu akwan ye omu fa so a omu pese omu diska no e de efri ho ya won omu pese omu bagi omu sa ba 5.7 billion 5.7 billion e de ese wo mu ankasa botum whatever they are going to do with no obi anim de omu de ekwakoye enti Ghana for omu ntiase na de na ye me ya kwa ni se ya friend say ayifo no ka che say oil companies na say omu dealing oil no omo si wo muntimi emfa de ne nya adwuma enra no
marketers no oil marketers
enti wo ntwenkwani mu anya issue si ntwenkwani mu Ghana for ne si wo mumpe wetin la no Ghana for ne si wo mumpe
so yenhwa no ha se 1 cedi no se sika na ogege no Ghana for kira ebeboa meba say yetie social media ne any other enti meba mama no sin wi ansa omo kira 1 cedi no ayi sika na agege ade atua aye kane ano ho kan de nke beboa namum anka 1 cedi no te ba 30 pesos bia
yempe already waji 95 pesos dada cash mo mi amfa nyama bi
from the 2025 budget
waji 95 pesos what I say waji 95 pesos no dada ene ya ye kase me no nyina ye tua sa 95 pesos no per liter no dada it was not the 1 cedi na be kan ho say wo de be kan ho say what the account says say the kotua debt na debt ya kotua for electricity ni ade ya de ka 30 we de sa eka we na sa wuntimi wa na wudwa wanum dollar ne ko form ya to gold ye sika ye say ni ade wuntimi fantua wuntimi ko to gold ni bi na fantua dan so be ba no ba be Jesus ka we fi wuntimi se mo magana fo nyina ntia se nkofo no wo ma hyeda eno mpese omu de ye fa sa ekwan ne so nya de a omu di kotua bibia ana ne ya omu kan omu se omu di tofu omu ka se omu di kotua debt bia o se o di tofu until the time gas no ebeba so o tie se de omu kan no na until by friend say atofo se no wan kasa ne speech awo ye it's going to be used to buy fuel wan kasa ye di kotua ka on kan o bibia so di kotua ka enti me se mo me situation ye ne hu san krofo no mu kasa anu ne ye mienu omu dadaye enti mo mienti wo masem mo kan ye ne wo bibi ne be ka ne nyina yetimi adan ne yetimi aka e de afa ho nya de a wo mu be ye bibi papa bia e de wo ho wo maba so mu ba Jesus ka no na kwa bi on be fa so a wo mu de be ye wo mu se mu
thank you
wo matimi de aye
me da se koima
doc
yeah
doc a simple issue
all right
menua
Alaji
eka say
Alaji Salam.
Yes.
Or Old Tafo constituent.
Maybe or Ashanti region.
Sound Tafo. Or Old Tafo constituent.
But Ashanti region no such a Old Tafo.
Old Tafo constituent. Or what? To our listening.
Bamba sentiment.
Meba. Only of Agosi then the diamond term.
Asema wo hone say.
Na asam wo.
Ne ofa ase ba ko. E wo kono kwabena asiedu. O media person mu sat no sika no ne sika fam ne. Kwabena ejai radio adwuma yi party adwuma saa wo kono ho.
Okay.
Ena kwabena eko school wi e no so kwasi che mpa adwuma ma ne nye.
Tama no more power no.
Yes, edwuma because was the financial admin office kra. Emma me ye o sa me kwabena se edu kono ho di adodo na no obrafo. No cry we CPP ayi no a CPP ni okaza no a CNPP oko radio so an CNPP dwuma no ye
enti no any problem no
ama ne kwabena as afen mani abre kura sa me pa dwuma na mfie nwotwe akasa ama mo saa ompa dwuma ma kwabena si edu kono ngofo etiem nyere odo obrafo ni din na hotedin do obrafo
but also obo anonya bia enye bon
eno na me say me fa to me ho so
na wa pe bia ma
na so a mepe adekira ma na kire mepe bia ma na wuram go adrum ne go no petition kura wuram wo ye kwasi amoa no me ha wo nyina no
okay ene ene ko se wo de aton so de ene atwa so na pe bi ma no nye
oh yeah by dem answer ne wo fa pa be di regional communications director pa na want me amoa en ho na ye me ya no wo hwe patrons ensem ya menu ya di kaka wo ECG production pa o mu produce my friend I Greek for the produce normal supply my ECG na ECG for no na o mu di bi man wo ye fie mu ko me krom a me free akomadan potam ho free abofo kwa akosi tachima srem ho ye VRA ni nyina Greek for na de pa ne mo na o ma supply o ma distribute about 30% power na ye de man ye so o mu distribute
VRA
o free abofo eko
enye netco
what say
netco no mo ani VRA
voter what free wa kwa kosi tachima coast northern region
northern distribution company
yes all right yes omo so pa no 30% ekokwa ye omo shigu ama ye boka na menu akwasi kasa ozo ne edisika beto petros no wonim esla energy sector levy act ebra na NDC ye ho no ene de saa ye friend say tax no beto fan wo so say wo hwe ibibi abrofo am from legacy debt e ka ye bo agu ho e wa nyinam ahoden mu over the years na aye abatros eso ye kon a ne ntumi nyimfiri ho ene de saa tax no e ba say esese yifiro na ebra John Mama be free so now I think 1 year after say John Mama be free so no na say tax no sika ebe accrue in the name of Esland na say to me offset all accrued debt that is in the name of legacy debt no MP before buy if you say omo be hwe so agigi sika no nom de ye adwuma no wunim de omo ye who say omo de koji sika loan Esla wamu amending it 2 different times. It's on record. Go and check. Wamu amending sa tax no a 20 they are to find also in the name of sa energy sector levy no. I did tia a car wo anyina mahodi no. Wamu amending it 2 times. E this can be kan ho. But as at the point at time I know move free so no. Cash. A car na MPP for jagu ho. E bro move free so near Dundum Kania. The past situation was never the best. Wamu free so near Dundum Kania Ukrumha. Even in January, before you handed over near Dum Kania Ukrumha. And untina John Janapoba and was say Sabi cash me ba hanam Kania Dum. Sabi see the tax at 2 fan also. Na se cash wa wuye wa juma wa ha. Wa magazine wa dum na wo ye wadwuma na benya constant supply of power wo benya power nyina won de agina so na say the fuel 1 liter ye de 1 cedi to so a I mean within the year no we'll be able to accrue enough within the few years no you betum dey solve problem e energy sector no now and then wo ye power situation ye wo my power no independent power producers no wo here your friend say gas now you who say most of the IPPs no here liquid fuel now fuel na wo to no ne boa ye den anze ye nya sika mo wo enkoto and as a result of that no ntino wo so ntumi ma enkane ne nyina so eno ene de sa 1 cedi yaba ye de bi better fuel now as I see a building another plant and another atuabo gas and so beba I say you to me build another planter a bit my supply a plant a bit my supply IPPs no enough energy on to me the power machines. No, we need what I'm saying is that we need another atuabo gas.
Okay.
And then over a friend say
a second plant.
The second plant. I mean the president has spoken to that bro ne on my kasai and then Abujina Po also your friends John Jinapo also energy minister no has also spoken to it. Now Sasikaya yebeji adeba ko amesre akane say yes yeni Ghana fo ani ni ye e wo fa bi we agree John Jinapo agrees John Mahama agrees woni babi yeni Ghana fo ani ni ye na nkasa say ye ba ni Ghana fo ebe kasa as I see educate my Ghana for tears here say as I see this is gonna to fan also said ye be enough revenue near the solve problem away and now where already no you a financing shortfall of about 3.7 billion dollars. That's about 40 billion cedis friends within friends here say they better friends they better energy power friends oil and the fuel ye IPPs one mfidie say they be ma pa now where esla ya ye dia bay ade ba ko a ye be ne say as of today no say sika nkonko gu consolidated fund say the MPP for one de ko ye mortgage one de ko je mosia no mu di ye esla energy no sika na akru no kwasi chemu de koje mosia ema de on the day they couldn't account for esla says can anyway there's going to be a special account sika ni kogum the sika no ebe go straight to the IPPs enko say ekoto ministry na council
ekoto straight to IPP mo be na monitor sika no
no the man I mean they are going what we are going to do now they say periodically no ye beba bebo dawro near bunkunta ewoska no ska bi ebe accrue no it is going straight away to the IPPs say the be ma support omo na omo tumi de aye adwuma na minue was ena ayifo no petrol omo friends you from say adroba for eso mba beto ahyenti abom enye no kre adroba for mpanyifo GPN mpanyifo no e de ba bonten say omo ba abaye demonstration omo be call strike but yanu amunya nkutahudie ekyerɛkyerɛ omu hia sɛ ɛsɛsɛ yɛde sɛ scan ɛto fan wo so no ɛnɛ ɔmagie atuma they have withdrawn ɔma withdraw sɛ saa strike no ɔmka so ɔmbɛkɔ no ɔmo nkɔ bio
ɔmka sɛ free juada kɔ no
me say as of today I mean they have withdrawn ɔma withdraw say ɔmo nkɔ bio now do you know why
what has been a negotiation akɔfa withdraw anaba
now they did withdraw anaba one MPP for a liter of fuel near 16 cities. A liter of fuel more say a liter of say and now a liter of fuel it hovers around it hovers around 12 cities 12 point something you understand so sir
well here 12.38
12 yes and I'm saying 12
and around 95 near 14
and I make us say most of the your friends
say more peggy argument now more the go on I hope you know that
yeah go at 12 point something
now 12.38
12.38 fine let's say 12.4 12.4 no, it is overly below normal level now if you look at and she say the ato fan wo ebo enkosoro. Do you know why I'm saying this? Where a brand now we more what a Mustafa Hamid
also enkosoro.
Mr. Enkosoro.
As said by the finance minister.
Yes, enkosoro.
In the next pricing window, no.
Yes, enkosoro.
Hold on, Meba. A clarification not here penny say in the next pricing window. Se kosoro e dwaman so enkosoro wo yen ya.
Enkosoro wo yen ha.
Affecting
because of internal mechanisms. What a Mustafa Hamid encha wo den sem bepie. Bottlenecks are bureaucracy omu create was a fan wo bo na ngzangza na nka ne bo nya di o. But they created bureaucracy within our system here in Ghana.
And what was the bureaucracy?
Things will roll out. Things will roll out. I will not take the wind out of the sail. Me say things will roll out because they create bottlenecks within the system. Sometimes obi at the fan waba landing site fan wuna begu yetumi ma demore chi wonom na yakoton aboarding yeton aboarding a fon na yaton na demore ya chi na yaton aboarding no yenkoton no Togo Ghana higher ne ton no. So all of these bottlenecks no are they onto the pricing with ebase omo price friends oil na sa ne mani nyina na affect no ene edugitama global no. He has cleared all these bottlenecks ene IPPs opa omo sorry OMCs omo fan obeton no opa ni bi ni nkomo behind the scenes they will tell you say ene say offer oil no na so turn even 10 cedis 8 cedis krana or moka because ya clear bureaucracies no within the system and now with the oil but on the fan oh I mean enya dey say o the fan wa ba ye nto it is never like that a commodity in a ye here every now and then so ya clear all these bottlenecks and then o go fa fan wo ba Dr. Cash who was ka na so ba ko join wo company na o go fa ba within the next few days ye be bo am clear sa demorager na ma
mate time ninti me be so bo am ade kakra mo anu si na bo am why
very well so all that I'm trying to say is say one yasa manage dollar ni and then OMCs do you know what we do I think every 2 weeks we are they need about $20 million about $200 million and say no dem dey akoto fan wo na fan wo na o mkoto no OMCs no mo nko friends interbank rate enkoji dollar o Bank of Ghana ama womo fan wo ne ba no wa mo dollar no at a reduced rate what they are say and we Dr. Cash na say okofa oiler Dr. Cash you don't need to go to the open market to look for dollars and then ya mamu dollar womo ton fan wo no ya mo dollar ni rate ewo form so that is why I'm saying say Dr. Cash there's no way pricing of fan wo no ebe kosoro because internally no the Bank of Ghana governor by no who say petrol ya dia say odon sako kan Dr. Cash affect bibia o man and therefore you are making sure say ya ma OMCs no sika ombra kofa fan wo na enye at interbank rate and as abochi rate ya mom a reduced rate so I mean given this no Dr. Cash ama petrol bono and other mechanisms they are put in place no petrol bo enkoso so in all of this no yeah this how one city ne to so no e ma petrol bo enkoso and I dare say because of prudent economic measures petrol bo no e be koso akofo and Ghana for you should bear with us sir one city
so should that be the narrative
that
maybe from the odema now we now of akwasi no munye scan na no ma at least na kan ya ni dundum de but no munye scan wan na omode manage system
Dr. Cash nesiko munye sika bia
sir
but the point was this meba along the line Asogli pulled off true or false
Togbe
Afede he pulled off now aside from your friends Asogli
is Togbe back
I cannot tell
right.
I cannot tell but other IPPs independent power producers wo mu nyina na aban ne dada wonom enti say ebro ne nyina be wie so but the point we are making is say we need fuel liquid fuel to help IPPs to power their machines say ye gigi saska we ya
me da say
and ho ba me dey Ghana for nyina say we are going to have constant supply of energy and then accruing your friends energy sector debt no it is also going to help us offset the debt.
Thank you, Koima.
Albatross,
me that's okay. CWM.
CWM. menkai
cash waterfall mechanism okay
menkai bibisa
okay bibisa onkai fully into ni honkomo mama okay over me to dia kakra na afi
Esla kakra bi
me ba me man document Esla no beba a whole document because me chichi mu but memo from the Ministry of Finance memo document dear aban no the Esla no
exactly because
I'll
all the trans now kase the money the money
minim so omo de just omo extend Esla no way but I'll miss memo document on Esla I'll give you don't worry
me pacho 1 second me pacho Esla sika MPP ba konya so no mo sign contract maku 32 and some for contract 32 yeah independent power producers some kofo no wo mu ble power na ba wo use so one use obetua some kofo
thank you very much Vema Plus Limited the Prosavite capsules ba Prosavite capsules no e ba na say Johnson semu enkoyi a me pa chawo ba won de na ma sanka Prosavite capsules na ebe boawo Johnson no ma won na Johnson no so e ba kales enka kakra so di akire ni ade a e ma obema som obema yom kura no what is question mark kakra ho ba mo de ma sanka Prosavite capsules na o mema sem so from pa na nche usi form C no a wo hia X drive capsules se na be ya nkwambo no ekofom no ebetumi aboa oye pa eba ne sen carbon agina wanum ekura begina ominim ama aye ma onipadua ni mu a eye little capsules na wo hia na ebiemu no se oba ko mfichi na otisa ne oma nko ye ma na enu na sa etwase no a eye dinat capsules ni nyina every Vema Plus Limited ope Vema Plus nro ni bi ato a mamadi afo wani kire mami yi ho ewo eye kwada so estate Unisaburam a drugstore ho benye bi na wato ewo ho Vema Plus ndro ni nyina bi ewo ho afi Fredimens wo bi Danny Herbal Colinac Herbal Misty Herbal ni Apidank Herbal wo nyina omo Vema Plus ndro ni bi ana person ni Vema Plus kasa nso a freno 0244370702 0244370702 na wetumi ene Vema Plus edin komo e be na dance ho ni papa no ankasa nso no Shanu se Dunima Steel Complex Limited ho ena adansi ni no wo efri nchese de board dan so papa tabia opebia say tropical long span roofing sheet tropical alu-zinc galvanized standard size sheet roller shutter gate system ni automatic garage doors ni nyina bi ho e ba na ndo papa NMK nails no me kira tropical nails I friend carpenter's choice and na carpenter phone use wo efri ni nkumam kwa na kasiem no Donima ho ena wo binding no ani iron rods ni no Donima Steel Complex Limited ena papa no ankasa ewo na Shanu se Donima Ushia Boss Paper Products Limited Donima sister company no wonum ena omo ye Boss Paper toilet tissues Boss Paper toilet tissues na also extra soft and extra strong kama very hygienic bomodian onye bia ebeboa papa emma ni pen use pa esanse bosome so no mani ndase no esanse etumi no nom kama pa Donima ni oma na efo sefofula fo se utu no atwea ana utua no atu ni na kwa watutum ni kai na head office no Asafo Wife Junction Bengana Revenue Authority na afi udu tamale so Canville Banking David Junction no enkran so Kantamantu GCB Bank Tachiman wa chikwan so kenten na na ya dombo achifie ni still ho na wo Fredonima 0244 126625 0244 126625 and 0540 101555 0540 101555 Donima dini eboa Yabekasi home of tropical product. Yanko Abapamo, Ghana's biggest online shop for quality products. Ebeya, woni wonum kita wodi ebe kope yunti. Bomodia na unya Abapamo app no so ebeboa. Enti for any Play Store and as App Store no so na download the Abapamo app no. Ana so betua bagrum ewo www.abapamo.com www.abapamo.com. Obomodia bagrum ho a bibia so be kama ediamao opeso gba na koso ahia ne so set for 3 months so many sakasaka park no edi animhwe say electronics and appliances na ope phones laptops fan TV air conditioners jade ne o ma na opa na say memon tade memon shoes ma bags ne ade saso enkonwa ana piem nkonwa na ope washing machine ni na che say mfidi use no wodem ya ide anyima hode famudie Bamadiafo ni kira Abapamo ni papa na nkasa ho apapa so beso twa ne kakra na usomu a ni nyina so obeya ho apeso twa na munum ho anso a and you are welcome. So what you say? Now only one digga e wa be fintintan no so a eye wonum app no so a obe deliver nyoma no e dia ma wa bra watu awie no or the brewer delivering a free within 24 hours na on saka onyoma a wo pe no na sha no say ye be ko weekend yi boaboa ho dwumadi ani siwu na so eye bedinto asori mu ye crusade mu be wie Sunday na Saturday ni sese de nyoma ye nti light no timfa wani nto so sa ne ade nti bomoden na fa wani ekire Hepa Plus live band for aso ye bebia on transformer kra ni wa frɛ hwankasa wo be fili wo be diadi sound ne dem krogen racks ni mu ade FBQs ni EQs no ene ni omani nyina se emu ade soundbox ni nyina mu ye kama no noise so what you say low noise cry decibels no so check no distortion na say sound no perfect nti bomodi na for ni kire wonu maso ya na obetua frɛ Hepa Plus live band ene abapamo was 0593386133 0593386133 and 0593391848 na bright solar power bright solar power bright solar power bright OM Ventures dealing with sales of solar panels tonton solar panels sign hybrid inverters gel batteries lithium batteries solar power pumps DC and AC circuit breakers any SPD thing be solar cables any CCTV cameras be sign dealing with the solar power installation and in the generation kwan be faso a fix solar no ade amount any kwan of panel no be faso atwe awia no ade amount ni nyina no bright solar power and so mo be no ma ni nyina ma na sign emma solar power supply no sign kama afi CCTV installation de man krankra any institutions no any nyumakuo ni nyina so no bright solar power wonu ayo nti kan institutions no na nyumakuo a ebi say schools, hospitals, radio stations, hotels, near restaurant near the ni nyina bright solar power OM Ventures won be ni nyina adiama na adia ba ko a me de no de no stress and say so ya ban dwumaini a OM Ventures betumi be fix solar panel no and solar generation on betumi be ma on saka solar energy ni bi na wa yusu no fie Jack I want him say solar power de bright solar power and OM Ventures o mo matena system ni mu ache over 10 years ni intimini on bay adwene se free sabre ko yi hu free electricity bo na ano de nenden no a eba na wani nyina hane no bomodian yi hu free na power no se de dundundun medum without information so what you say generate wow power and awia no ebogo yesu kwa ebugu yesu sa na afi nimrans na o to handkerchief tissues nya de ni nyina bomodin na tissues no so wanya motin tissues kwa no so kra aso be echi so what you say anti bomodin pa na fall on bright solar power na also ya ba dwumani a obema solar system ni bi no wayisu na unim ni be the secret wa chire ni se obetwa kakran obi hwan se afiso solar panels abegu dan na pampam na se bibi ekokama omo abu akwa se ofiri animu ana ofiri akire eba bomodia sha no so se obesi sofolaya obefa kako abu akwa omo ne Ghana Water Company abrosan no na ben anti bomodin na ni nyina so no agi se odi kosi nipa ba akoso ye frɛ na awiaba san awiaba san bomodi afrɛ no 0559 500 550 0559 500 550 and 0249282228 0249282228 na onum etumi abomodin ayemwa edi amount enti mortin tissues na make an enie wanya bia Jack enfifisane okon ho de mobile best friends mamadian na ma osaka mortin tissues e free Limbo Wave Enterprise at the mortin tissues are gaman so Jack tissues no brutal I tell you say wa to papers bi dia fafa wani mama na me no ka say wani gas ni ade abomodin na pe mortin tissues na bi na yusu onya mortin tissues ni bi na yusu bibia be kama de ma na onim say de omo different sizes I want what you say omo obi a omo in premium toilet rolls omo tissues to classic kitchen towels kama pa moton pa moton bomodiana experience the way a feeling no na also wedi hu adanse papa omo sizes bebre so opekese open t-roll size ni bia ni nyina bi ewo ho open kakraka pa so o keto bia de be shell person oba upia ko ba bia woyɛ den wonidi wobɛhia tissue no ɛwɔ wo pɛs no nti bɔmmɔden wate asɛ nti wo oni restaurant anaa wo pretty public toilet anaa sɛ hospital mu nyinaa mommɔmmɔden a monyi so morton tissues for hygienic purposes nti monyi so ɛyɛ morton tissues no ɔmo aso na wɔnom ɛyɛ Fit Life Natural Mineral Water. Fit Life Natural Mineral Water. Ɛyɛ so cool, ɛyɛ pure and refreshing. Mama de adwuma de bi esi una so bia no, ma onsan ka bi. Emrante wa mo pa adwuma yo. Morton tissues no ho. Nsuo no bi so kotu fa ko good freezem. Iye business na kakra bɛbɔ botom ama bibia nso ayɛ fine. Opa bi atu nso a enkofa kyine mo bi fa sesen koye o 9. Bomo ne akɔ no maso yɛ. Omo okofrom me patch se kofrom du obowura mu okofrom a omo ɛwɔ omo ne shinola na di animhwɛ. Shinola wonum ben IBM and J. Ana quickly usi kofrom se na bɛya direction inquire something which is there. Fresh 0550 115013 0550115013 and a 0595850042 0595850042. Not what you mean anyone edi and come papa partner dia. I mean I'm homebra me ba ebeton come so.
Opani mahwehwe wache se perfect series books here. O ma me koto obi ma me ma no. O wajajai. Aboa wo mo se wo tumi kenkan kama. Wo kabrofo. Na nkontabu akura de ejajai.
Wonderful. Mese Ghana for GAG perfect series. Atumo no de jai. No de animdifuo e na tire wo nwoma bia. O wo crèche, nursery, any KG, books bia bi. And o science, creative arts, maths, RME, history, coloring, computing, OWAP, nina. Every basic 1, equals basic 6. English, every basic 1, equals junior high school. Near Banner combine so, or nina be English nom and maths nom. Me say, books to be anywhere. Perfect series, any B, na GS, any Naka, and so I'm approver into a battle pian koto be maneba.
And that's a way, dear. So could be crab to me. I could chew a cotton. I'm many students.
Now, and look at dear. What tip one to say, she almost has a mock exams, terminal exams, and a midterm exams at the master school. So, a here one more at to phone call put to a station wa and crying down so mine. First stop, and your mama by beer, your tonto books beer for 0243 299938 and a 0540 755 465. Perfect series.
Your worst future is secured.
Order for Mammy Missa was send you the Baina Ope Bresse. Ukoisho nipadua mu sɛdeɛ unipadua na kwa na hoɔden sitie obrɛboɔ osa cholesterol anasa de dodo ewo mu o blood group o genotype so ye AA AS ana SC sabrey may comfort by grace medical center de ama o sɛ ehwehwɛmu bia bramie nkyɛn ma yɛ nhwɛma ka kra yɛ de kwa yɛ de bampo ebra no yɛ de kofi tem kɔhwɛ sɛ bibia de yie na yɛ nipadua yɛ de ne kɔ de ne ba bɔmɔten asɛ obɛhwehwɛmu ententem na bibi siewu a yɛ hu ne ntem ne yɛtimi asra no by grace medical center ewo Kumasi Breman DVL ne nkyɛn pɛɛ ɔsɛ kwadwo area hɔ a bibia ne amienkasa 0244 97 68 05 bio 0244 97 68 05.
Se wunya fapim papa wo ngumasuam a wabrabo na ekoyie ma saa eno ti da bia me kase sukuu na obekɔ ne de hu hia hu se obekɔ sukuu papa ubewi obenya adwuma ahwɔ no ena kyesa mpa wɔ sukuu papa eno nti na me kanfo DHI College of Health and Education ediamao ane DHI College of Health and Education bra sukuu papa ne amount tie ewo early childhood education affiliated University of Education Winneba sounds ne amount tie ewo diploma in education mu ema wona opese wo kyerɛ de na qualification a degree and HND holders in Kwan. Kaisa win a fiba pepe no your regular and your evening classes. Kaisa certificate way University of Education Winneba and a demand near Mompon campus and a cambum. And you know your mantity our certificate in sign language and also chamu mantity our medicine counter assistant which MCA. Now if you pass top up on our dispensary technician 2 and 3 as well and also your mantity will pop B. You at DHI College of Health health and education actually kwan ewo kumase patase yeben Dr. KJC Sunyane Sahi Debiso ene kadezo sono ye podwuma dikadika wo ho from 0244-213-187 0244-213-187
kanena na ne tukwan ekopa manfo ebe install CCTV camera and solar panels ade mayen nenso ne die BOM Ventures adaromenti kumasia ye ni dadwene na ne nsa no adwuma efese enam na adwuma panti enyumakuo ankrankra ene suapo ahodo ana wo install CCTV cameras and solar energy ademom no ye wie abasobode anko na wogye ebe no solar panels inverters gel batteries controllers solar street lights solar fridges CCTV cameras and cables ahodo nyina ubenya bi eho se wo pebie tuaton anasa wo de kwaye adwuma enya hawkra ehwa na papa ni guo BOM Ventures ni nyuma panti dodo na abone mane se awiaba wana mawia so benya nkanea ama wadwuma mu ufie anasa suapon bia mu ebuakwa edan na GN Bank ewo mu na first floor freno ewo 0559 500 550 0559 500 550 BOM Ventures. Let us work on behalf of you. Generate your own power.
Otec 1029 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
On Otec 1029 ye kwaya ya sign abba. Na me ka se perfect series wonu books no. Mofra no egusu ewu school mu BC for ne kwatwere. Omunya aye pass examination questions every perfect series books no. O the results ne ba ya hwe on performance no. O de wa obehwe ube fili o de ya for edit or results no. School ambo modi akofa perfect series en woman no. Obe who difference e wom. What you say? Esa say woman ni yenti. Ghana Education Service ajatum naka enso approve books no. Enti approved books from nursery 1 to JHS. English language wo ho, our world, our people, history of Ghana, RME, computing, creative art, science, and maths, preschool, no so numeracy, language and literacy. Our world, our people, creative arts, phonics, computing, coloring, and writing for preschool. JHS for books dear chapel, a go bebre, open combine and a single. Wow computing and career technology. Bomodia perfect series books no. Jack books na jibebia. Eti bomodia misrao. Ura any leading bookshop now pe enwoma ama mbofrona kenkanya konkanya. Shani muni akire se aye perfect series. One books ni bia. Osa books ho a Jack akwara na so beche. We omo use perfect series books so on bet exams each night. Over 600,000 students. I ba bet OBC. Omo use perfect series books no. Obon so mu examination hall am the serious na ekọ because omo ni mi ye omo kwatwere. So what you say bomodin. Open books ni bi etua. For ni che Kumasi aputo John Ben station no. And an so dance man first stop. Bomodin from CCA. I was 0243299938 0243299938 and 0540755465 0540755465. A perfect series in Kwandi action some of friend dachi ewo enwoma no emu koima
doc
yeah yango labor and rest nurses strike na mentias adentina mo frɛ nurses a omukwa omgie mu se omumra meboa doc mo se voluntarily into mbe adwuma ni free ana so we pay big program
doc me da se me ye ka apomuden ho asɛm a doc eyade a ehu hia yie pa apomuden doc me kai ebe mfie miensa atwam ni ena me makokra odane to na doc ebra na ne hododo no nam de ne ko private hospital bi wo Santazi mpotam ho ba bi na doc etomre bi a me bosome ni nyina katua ne ntimi ntua makokra medical bill bosome ni nyina etomre bi na ya dia to the extent say na se adofo bi na boa me doc na me wuska kakra entina mitimi de ko private hospital but ye wo NDC fo bebre me wo minua no teacher fo bebre me wo namfodum bebre se enne a nurse for cost strike no se oka se omonfo mo maame ana omu nua no mo dofo bi omo banko private hospital doc omu ntumi and wait say dwumadi a anesefo di no ɛyɛ ade a ne sɛ yɛto na gyegye mu koraa ɛhefoɔ
MOWAG Mortuary Workers Association of Ghana almost death toll no cost because of the strike.
Yes.
And when you pass on,
dog, who's a me? I have felt it before.
Oh, okay.
Now who's a maker saying my very passionate. The point I'm making is that me, Abraham Makokra who do no. Na me say me ho e dia me ye adwuma no. Na me bre edumra bi me ko mu bui. Na sese afoforo bi ye de eboa me. Enti me de me ho I mean, if one more abusuafo yare ne no so om do om me de om ho ewura om shoes no mu a me hu hia say nurse etna hospital no ye adwuma na oje ye nkwa. Now you are talking about say ye de retired nurses and midwives ye call say om meboa. Doc, it is about say we Labor Act no a ye will be a friend essential services. Say na oppose for eka so mo declare striker akrofo ba be gu Kumasi mountain so enya asem kedo because omfo say obi anu ba be che wono oppose asoja focus o mo ko strike na sabi oyo na de be bo man no so eye irreparable damage na be cause in the same vein if a nurse cause won ko ya adwuma life will be lost. Now nipa na ne kra o be lose ne nkwa no say nipa can never nothing will bring nipa back to life. Sure. And there's nothing remedy bien wa eye compensatory enough edi nipa no enkwa beba anu ntina make us ehun hia say esese a nurse for omushu abai no ye deal with it the way it should be dealt with. Na doc maka we awie no o a nurse for issues here abai the unfortunate thing is that some element within the GRNMA, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, they are doing party politics. Some of them, Perpetua Oforikwafo, President na Nikunu MPP chairman or friends Botiano English among from I think where Central Region. Kaswa oko kaswa I think it's around Kaswa area.
That is my constituency.
That is it. Now Mameno Ebra MPP wa pa no or say labor in Shishani Churches say ye ko negotiation and near what table employers no for negotiation no. You don't bring it out. You don't say it on air. When they were in power. Now, fast forward, MPP co-opposition in this by and near man, one more penny in Nara, my men not the abetua bontain. Where allowances are almost more pay and a height allowance in almost more baby because you say young amanyofono will be appointee na say okofra brosanya or J a friends a height allowance into also a prebi. Na doc minima o mo pre nyina no enye me ya say the political twister ateki ma me no e de nsem koto aho a aban no o mo di nkuta ho no ena I mean against the labor commission for directive say they should not embark on a strike action. Ena o declare so cause strike. Now o declare strike na that day na no more ticket amano. No
o sisi ayeka say o Geneva.
O too quite free. Na doc. This is a critical issue.
But who feel say a strike international.
It is political. Now the uniba friends unim hotel am ko say unim o twa ticket ni man no.
And can say because we need evidence.
Me cast my evidence. Me say it is.
Oh, Geneva. Currently, they mean say.
Me say it is political.
Okay.
Doc, me, Abraham, old man, yare, no. I felt it. And me, and Grofubo was sabi a day. Okwa Juma, one city kura onya. Sandi pano, sandi bibi yarea. Doc, must the person die?
No.
So that is why nurses are put in the bracket of those who provide essential service. and that is why my heart bleeds. No, me woman no be wa doc enne amenu ka say. Sebi wako hospital na ka so 5 million mra oni bi. Must those people die? That's the question I'm asking. So eneya what declare strike no aban se momra ne entrance. Where is perpetual for kwafo? For ampofo. Where is he? One in MPP for no and a party politics, and that is why wouldn't say midwife for I withdraw from the strike. Midwife for no penny for say what share a friend say
meet here over the weekend.
Yes.
Almost say they are not in support.
They are not in support of it.
Strike.
Because almost say I mean almost the near ko to aban nim aban se momra ne entrance ne enya debate na ye hu kwampa ye befa so a ye be resolve the issue. Now here's a case my no without recourse to the due process and what declare strike and she's out of the jurisdiction. That is why a nurse for no omoji awo no I from midwife for no omo panyufo say ade na maame na ye no wan kira badaye, and that is why omo say they will go and serve. Now doc, it is never out of place. Me aban adwuma ni me teacher ni me kira de doc say ekoba say ye call strike say bia ye call strike na ye demand bibia. Doc, mean to me metra radio so nka say and say ye demand. In the same vein the nurses no and as a midwife one so they also deserve say adibia say be omu deserve no. Doc, adibia also omu deserve no say the more. Na doc, wo heard the ekoso ya se film papa wanti mesre kwasi chen we wo be kai a ebra sa condition of service yi MPP time ana kenofori ata wo ho na omude sa condition of service ni bae me teacher ni aban no MPP aban ni implement yen teacher for ye de. So the new condition of service for us teachers no adwuma sisi ameno ka say. Now the question we need to ask ourselves is say
new condition of service.
Yes.
Adwuma teachers.
Yes,
who implemented it?
MPP for implementing it. Right. Last year, latter part of last year, I think when we were about, I think the last quarter.
Some people before implementing most more implementing as for
the point is that it ought to have been implemented way before last, financial year.
Which one are you talking about?
The new
for the teachers.
For all of us, not teachers alone, for the nurses too.
Oh, okay.
When you call on the table and we bargained, you understand. And the question we need to ask ourselves: Adentina MPP for Juma before the elections, no man called strike. Now don't you forget the political element are making. Obakaya brand near Betwa Bana, yes, a galan same you tag for any other, labor unions in say yanko srak no perpetual for ample for assembly no kan also on the nurses no monko. So this clearly tells you that when it favors the MPP she I mean obey defend say omo srak nemom ekobasa NDC na wo pa dia with the least trigger no declare say yanko srak. I think say adena mamina it is a bad faith and this afternoon the health minister apomden asoye oswafo no ohwe no aye oni nsentro for di nkuta ho say nurses no sabe munyina madam ministry health ministry no were ever prepared to dialogue with you assembly obia no were prepared say mumra ne entrance near resolve
Rashid Pelpo dey about to just say momuso ni on be fair negotiation.
I mean,
okay.
Because
but OTA minority in parliament health committee no.
Yeah.
I won't say it looks as if from the narrative of the finance minister na opeso pushy core 2026 budget and the next for say Debbie it is omo can say Debbie no then the health committee is also looking for senka at least within the mid-year budget review no and come back to but and also mon communicating ma omunya arishemuni say media budget review no more dey ba
it all boils down to communication negotiation
on say obetina as first me can say me kire was a communication Abrani you can some Georgia on say me can just communication I hope you get what I mean.
You see in governance political communication is very important. It's very, very important
because Unim, let me tell you something. Even within this short period, Nanka Shin Kwan say within this time, you bet a press conference from the government. Nanka about out to the entire public. And say,
but Doc, in all of this, in all of this, Doc, in all of this, listen, the question we need to ask ourselves, no, the question we need to ask ourselves, what was Perpetual Fori Ampof? What all along? What was she doing? What was she doing?
Until time way.
Until this time. Suddenly, you declare strike action, disregarding the fact that we are part and parcel of those who provide essential services. And having declared the strike action, you have bolted away. Where is she to sit around the table?
She's in Geneva.
She's bolted away. And this Doc, let me add, say, Sadia we are all a party politics, but Doc, there are many person maker in national say, Apomudin. Ene sebe ono oswafo Kwamina Minta Kando ebetu ba se neye suddenly obe yare a obe hia ayarehwe ebetu ba se me amete ha minua ana me ankasa you see yare any particular, and that is why me appeal say the nurses must listen to Asama Minister Nekan. They should meet with them. We are ever prepared, say, Doc, if there's the possibility, say media budget, you be capture. Na say because you meet all their demands, you be meet halfway. Maybe at the aka be push it to the next fiscal year.
At least
we are ever prepared.
Nokofio.com.
Yes, because life loss can never.
I sent in because the more work for start air alarm say death to no air cosro.
Odem. Me did say. Me did say what you say we are. Abibiare na eyo say obi utis obi cause politics na there mesre say mo bi antie no. It has nothing to do with politics. Absolutely nothing. A video Mr. Mama video no na fan cancel. Mr. Why? It has nothing to do with politics.
All right.
Ajumadi no said or you can say omu ye negotiations na yetu amode ma mo no. Time amoko strike no kobi. What me can tell one crop when say teacher for call strike no na o ka ho. When we say would some was uncle for we trimu ade bia me ka ho asem no. This is how they behave. Akopa ya. Me pato please. Mame kwa na me kasa ne jawa no. But then say
mani make point no.
It is not all strike.
Anya all striker ukobi.
Follow me on Facebook.
Ebi o ukobi.
Me fa ho. Ba ukobi. Anya issue na make. Ya make can say
class I taught.
Check from
Facebook. Okay, what
is the teacher for call striker ukobi. But point me say wo ba ye no MPP for ye nhese no ye tu a wo de ma wo no me jire say wa me transit crank say MPP aban ye damase say ya ko negotiation mo tu amaye de bia na wo bo aban ne tri so negotiation we ye omu ye enye na asem no mu kai o omu hyase no enye ne aye negotiation na to a ade no be mature this year o mo la won say wo se mo de ma wo mu mo mpese mo de ma wo mu na se wudi obi ka wan allowances na fama no na onfama no na waka ho asema we say political menti bi da so obi sika wo ho ense say awo na ye say odi be ma no na fama no no onfama no na waka ho asema we say political no adwane no okwan fa ne onko be oni ba bi akọ point ne say omo president and omo two vice presidents omo ha you can negotiate with them and one person per and a form ekuo ni nyina and I'm also crying so much trance. So mu can some no. That's all mu here no. They can contact him via the phone saying via internet. Zoom. And no bet me Zoom no otiwo na the members no ho. No one knows what can it can be done. Tama ya wo hasi ayen ko school kra COVID by any ade. Akofo bebre o ho they were doing their transactions online. Nipa bebre aban to aban ni ade. No mu ye adwuma online. Enti ne de ba de na aye foforo. Ya woka se nipa no adwane ni adade okwen eno wo ho a me gidi se wo ho on a mission okwa ya adwuma nya because bi awo ya woka no se wo ya politics ni adade na wo amai do kana on for sika ma wo betimi aka jem se politics nti no wo sika no onye because ya ban nurse for munyi musika na nya first time ni 2016 me show with your indulgence Dr. Cash me di nyakopo din show saa nneɛma wɔ yɛ ɛkɔ so wɔn de bi yɛ nurse for 2016 nurse for no bi yɛ adwuma 3 years yɛ 3 months aketua kora yɛn fa ama wɔn ama wɔn bɛtena ase yɛ press conference declare strike 2016 mo bɛ free so the same thing na mo de yɛ nurses mesɛw ɔmo bɛtumi aboa mi kakra kabɛ mi dɛ ɛyɛ just 3 minutes mepatɔ condition of service ni ade ne nyinaa wɔ hɔ you could not
but brief, very important act of presented my completed assets declaration forms to the Auditor General as required by Article 286 of the 1992 Constitution, and the public officers.
Quite unfortunate. Me, you know.
On the 26th.
Yeah. I think you have it. So, you have it into you swear no mum na yankoya ni.
Strike on Becobiano. One would insist any tour. So, way woman can say 2nd June. Ya be away, ya bebo red bands. On the 4th of June, ya be away, on the day way ya be away. Almost the Sanchez they were saying to her, and son, or players are or demonstration. No. And to no more negotiation be me this inquire.
Its policy where public sector workers who had worked for more than 2 years were paid only 3 months arrears.
We hereby call for the abolition of this 3-month salary arrears policy and call on the Ministry of Health and its agencies as well as the Ministry of Finance to revert to the old policy where all salary arrears are paid at a go.
It has given government 14 working days to abolish the policy or risk a nationwide strike.
1st to 6th of November, the wearing of red bands. 7th to 13th of November, withdrawal of all outpatient department services. Only emergency and maternity cases will receive attention. And 14th November 2016 onwards, industrial action begins.
Again, the association was worried that over 2,000 of its members have still not received their salary arrears, while some of them have worked for 16 months without salary. The association is disturbed that the Ghana Health Service.
All right,
yes.
Okay.
What is the mechanism? Idea we have been over the year 2016. Idea we have been and over the year 2016. And I walk on once. Obi ya juma 3 years ya mani 3 months. Nesini. Omo penino na network asa no. What I say? Oh, omo association no boss and na kasa 2016. That would disturb me. What is this? What I say? I didn't hear na ya hwe won so to na wo kasa. What I say? Na wo won tin ya wa. Omo ti ai wo ha no ya kan no mu kasa wo si wan hwe obi fa ho be. What is the mechanism? Etino Dr. Katz, I am a person make can want some anti we know and my winning in an say. And you knew when it comes to NDC for dealing with nurses, I need a doctors near daddy. The nurse, why you Juma said your penny can so why you Juma for 1.5 years, your money 3 months pay. Your bear your Juma 3 years, your money 6 months. Yeah, one more call says, some one fun for more industrial strike neighbor. Industrial strike be a nurse for Bayer, and they said this year, one more year. Almost a set timetable near the tour on the 2nd of June, you be away, on the 4th of June, you be away, on the 9th, no, one yamaya, you be away. And you know, I can't do any crop on him dada. And then no woman himself problem no, it's no confirming on Sister Grace is a womra, no womra mamma yajuma. Na Sister Grace, what if you then I am mano? I don't know first one when you feel so, and no Baba friend is one funny reacher, and one for metra, a juma more mamma 7 nurses. One for my fracture, and one for me say near daddy. And then me did say, and this is one and as a pono, and now the omudin ye. And omu for omo, yet here Mustafa Bandi. Was one of Saki nurses in Anyako for Omo Mutifi. Opia who call demonstrate who call or me patriotic here for you, Mamma is here. And not the technology no until we can just play for everybody to see. And there, oh, me patro, please. Oh, bra, what why you know a order. What the mechano. And you know, me did say, and never over the nurse for no, that's for money now. And until maybe no more sorry, I know the D and this for you, no me catch him say. And for way near the papa be the mamusha. What a cat and so was he a baby here 2 2 billion. 10 years. Abani be here 2 billion Ghana cedis to solve this particular problem. ANS if all once is near there. Obe here 2 billion. Omusu. Womu di sika $20 million akoto pad. Ema amun se pad. Sika mu yi ya 345 million Ghana cedis. $20 million edi akoto pad. Mu nyeske ntuanas foka. Does
that also mean said not partner winya?
Because nipa bia wo ska. What's the two priorities? Me say. What's the two priorities? So be catch say wo be bia bank.
Partner scale of preference.
Yes, and a priority. Okay. As at that time, yeah. Wo catch say wo be ko no akwa ye bank e dia ma wo Ghana. Oh, please. And a priority. Right. To me, my priority no. My priority no. What I say, Obia ni said was sisha ni sika.
Intina maybe say
part
of scale of preference no
education ministry budget. Education ministry the budget no ho. Where you supplementary or yes or the be kwa kwa kan no dey akwa koto. It is not it. Me part please.
Of course in batch to us on time no. Na
what I say. It no say what me try Ghana ha. Na one timi am ye factory. Now the $20 million ekoto pad. Na nurse for edge wo musika na so wunya na tese wo priorities no anya correct atoso mienu ye wo Ghana ha na wo beka che se wo be bie women's bank a wo bie no wo de 50 million 51 million na wo de 341 million ya 3.4 trillion wo de anu momu akwa pad na 51 million no kra na wo ka so wo be bie bank ama ma wo Ghana nyina kra no na bank bie ni ho a friend say susu and loans ayi bie ni ho kra betia ka se man nko jiska ho eti me say na me ya me priority no be call women's bank no ho me the 340 million no and 3.4 trillion no me the be bank no rather than say wo ko first ka no e dia kwakoye e dia kwakoto pad say na to ye tender be na mo koye. How were you able to buy it? One of the chicha ma sani ya ma womu. Eti no mo pesika no na mo dia ye dia mo pesa mo di ye nti no. E na mo timi akase ya page sika $20 million say ya de kwato pad. Wa bra aye friend say nurse for to nurse for me samo mo make sure say mo agi musika. Ko nurse ni bia o de amfin ya bia be ko ho no. What it means is say onko ya adwuma pa emfa maye. Eti no akando say de wo mu ade no one ne nkrofo ne nkamom. Na omuntu anasifo ni sika ma omu rather than say yakofa people number all people now dey omu ba untu omu ka are you not going to pay them and you omu credit dey say be double because I say we dey ka we dey ba say ko we ko file omu dey ba we do omu ko no ni sa de ni nya a wo so nya extra cost any ma omu eti akando go and serve the nurses ko mo muska no mo ko yaduma one mu dwa na dollar ko
thank you me ba cho Bomodia Go TV no Bomodia na reactivate Go TV no why Mnet Movies 4 e channel 150 action movies are opening na ubenya kama mofra no so go school sana Saturdays Sundays omo je omo home Bomodia ubenya cartoons ni bia mama hwe ne ade a o pesa o sere nso pa dia mensuro ni nyina Go TV no so Bomodia network bi crowd bi dial star 759 hash star 759 hash na ube fili ube experience yankasa ma bibia so ya kama pa ade ama Osbel Blocks Factory e na high quality blocks wo ye foreman and now your contractor Bomodia for ni kire Osbel Blocks Factory me can for the high quality blocks number if you said or the quarry dust and stones the channel blocks the cement 42.5 R grade 42.5 R grade Bomodia obeyi ni kama also top blocks ni bi e de akokuma se ni potemu a o de bekwa kujao ana pesa obo ana ko so a furniture kase o tra kase bridge no a one eye masalache no edi animhwe Bomodia Free Osbel Blocks Factory 0244 3777612 0244 3777612 and 0244 043805 na okọ Osbel Motosa cars papa nkwa ne guo car bi o yetenem ebi o so yedem o de wani kire Osbel Motosu a Osbel e wo Honda cars na Toyota cars Honda no o Honda Civic Accord CRV Integra HRV and a Breeze Toyota no so or Venza latest model or Frontlander Wildlander Highlander Tundra latest model or Toyota Land Cruiser or no Jeep Bomodia o ya nkran na adwumaku opeka ni biato a Bomodia tutumrika fo ani kire Osbel ho na obehwe ho na obedi nkomo fo ani kire dakodwom oni desperate dan kase ndi anhwe Osbel Motors 0244377612 0244377612 na watumi ene no edi nkomo Alaji
cash mo cash nothing strike here I think say idea obi am pese besi.
There be
institutions like health and institution I was say am strike because it has to do with life. Yeah, in empire but say ka e ben yanka omo nko strike da. They be make say fa to wadum say one day be so nanka a police force omo nko strike. They be no future ka be si omo mo. Ka she can try now. Ono kwa na edu charge wade. Nti some institutions like health security no institution also dey agro say e ma mo for call a strike. Na dey see if e ma ebedu pepeso ebedu and here one government issue. If this issue was raised in 2016 from 2017 till date and the prevented MPP from solving it. They never solved it. This agreement they agreed last year. So they implement early this year. It was not solved. So for the past 8 years of MPP, Obi has been solved. You see, uncle, me discuss issue. You say the bear go back. Here in the politics, I am why
passionately.
Yes, me here in politics. I did say 2015. I'm going strike. Mo back 2017. Man solve the problem now. Mo man didn't say payment. And then that is the issue. Go and look at the agreement. It was agreed last year. This agreement was agreed last year. It means man solve issue, no.
And that 215.
Me say 2015 video I play, you know. 2015 the because of strike on John Mahama. And I'm a boy. Is it because of these conditions of service?
Yeah.
And I'm a boy.
And then within 8 years, within 8 years.
Obi an solve. Obi an solve.
Within 8 years.
Me nem catch you. Go and ask this. It was go come. Last year, and Abana Shaw say yeah, we look I say.
But then what happened to the implementation?
What policy was implemented?
Me pass so amu din komo
there was a negotiation. We and Abana Shaw say you better share with teachers this that last year no. Now we didn't take care of this year. That's why we can say the quality amu pilin bi because you are postpone but so na break.
Me who say every almost say deceive not dosu.
Exactly.
Deceit
not
dosu.
This is
the issue. Deceit not dosu.
Yeah, almost look. This thing started way back in 2015. That is the issue. And nobody was able to solve the problem with Kobusa. Kobusa, Mona won't follow the issues, you know. How can government negotiate every year? What is a labor negotiation? We are talking about condition of service of workers. Look, one of the things I want him to say, Cash, one of the things I want him to say, they are looking for their medication, say, Omo Yaria, absorb. And you say it every year.
And currently, as I speak to you, they pay. Sometimes they even go off record, not go back to church from Uchile.
And it is a policy I don't know that I'm person is awful. And this like it started 2015. So for all these 8 years of being solved, until I never solve moment discuss how we solve it.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I don't support in some NDC for soccer. Say it's not part of the budget. I'm not going to move anymore. Because I be here on memoir and there's nothing more important than life of people. And it's a budget and I want approval. We have media budget. It will be approved in the next media budget. We have 1 month or 2 months to go for media budget. Meet them halfway. Maybe we can't implement the 2 billion Ghana cedis policy this year. Maybe 500 million. Just convince them. Say the media budget they be approved. But to say it's not part of the budget, I will support them because in the 2018 or 2019, COVID ban, it wasn't part of our budget. But the government took the responsibility to say, yeah, I can't bring back life, but I can bring the economy back. And the government should take a step to ensure some conformal life because UTA and the Ghana Motor Workers Association, I must say, report of death no air doors. Nipe Wu Hospital.
Motor Workers Association.
Means this like an cause more deaths. So say percent economy is stronger for who? Economy ema diamonkwa. Who economy we na nipe na wu a. One of the economy na man. So I'm pleading with the government. One for to the next media budget. What the officer or the levy wants in the brain, or the buy the certificate of emergency. Or perhaps about the phone the certificate of emergency. No improve more. The next for the CEO match. If one CEO can get 44,000 cedis for his friends, a farmer at home and the garden boy at home, and the next one here and this one will go to Eliska. Next I'm sure H4. Next I'm sure Phobia or Cecilia area. This is Odoako to Eliska. Go and look at ECGs and others. Condition of service. Ne back in the main are covered with health support. Are they? And the necessary I'm sharing the Amuna Bibia Basa. And the politicians there at the top rank and then mini Bibia, they move from the Mobre. This is not fair. That fairness is not there. I'm not and no people say Obi Professor or landing. I'm of course Saudi Arabia, Dubai, nursing. Abraham school Kana. And it's free. for the past years as much as 2015 and extra day almost ade but mercenaries for say mamuntie the NDC for can go back to the office no mo ko ejuma no mo say man for life say yami adoma be pay free maba but me say NDC fan to media budget share am be solving issues na mo na mo prove to us say emra covid by na go for the hold the horn by the bull no almost they can also do it if you go for the Bayama almost spending this all about $3 billion dollars more than $2 billion musuru. Why do you take assets and forgo liabilities? Mobile you came and met about 30 tons of gold. You sold it and we are scared inject economy. What about liability I will see next year? They should do it. I'm open to budget. Now make sure say by the end of this year no. Halfway, omunim nurses next year. Nurses no come back go save about for life because to confirm who need na no. Say Ghana see the cry any dollar be 1 cedi and bring our life back. It is very important.
Very necessary. Also mo hwe na omo ye hu bibi. Ehu hia. In fact, asem ne ha. Mate. Me da say.
Na musika na mo de tito legends nya dia no mo fa bi mra.
Mate.
Na mo de mo de
me da say ye ko yi me fa birthday wish we ema eye Mami Bell Nana Hema Akosa a champon. And I woda Mami Bell Nana Hema Akosa a champon. Happy birthday to you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord enlarge your coast. Prepare you for greater exploits. Once again, and happy birthday to you. A birthday wish coming from Richard. Also, my happy birthday. May God bless you. Raji.
Asama friend say.
Me time na so.
So next week, so me ba nkwa dia moment discuss. Very very important.
We will do justice to that. My pong. 6 o'clock PM news is next on your radio.